This is Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350. Let's head to the field and join the voices of the pack, Jim Brooks and Joe Cervi.
And good morning, everybody. Got to get used to saying that for a while, at least. Jim Brooks along with Joe Cervi here from the beautiful Black Hills of South Dakota. We're in Spearfish, South Dakota today to bring you RMAC football. Your Thunderwolves of Csu-Pueblo taking on the Yellow Jackets of Black Hills State University. Spearfish, South Dakota is about a half hour to the west of Rapid City, and that's a good day here. Joe, a little breezy, but all in all, considering this time of year, kind of a glorious day.
Well, tomorrow's November.
It's right.
and we're I'm in shorts, and it's just, other than the wind, it's perfect, but it is a definite, wind will be a factor today. Yeah,
and speaking of factors, the Thunderwolves coming into this ball game, Joe, big stories, injuries. This would have been this would have been the game going in against Mines or next week against Mason. Well, it remains to be seen if all these guys get well, but no less than 5 starters not going to be in this ball game.
These are the names you're not going to hear today. Joe Rosenbrock, Chance Rodriguez, Bernard McDonald, Seth Brown, and Jake Ludwig. Other than Bernard McDonald, they're all starters, and Bernard might as well be a starter on any other team in the RMAC except for this one. So that's 5 key players and a couple others who are banged up that we may not see out there today. It's there's a lot of storylines that we're going to get to as the game unfolds. I guess we're just going to have to see how it plays out because we don't know, because John Riston and his staff don't know yet. The punting situation, we're going to talk about that at length today.
Yeah.
This may be one of those games where they don't ever punt. We're trying to convince him, just go for it. I'll fourth down every time. But they got some issues at long snapper. They got some issues at punter. They have some issues on the offensive line. So John Reiner's the head coach at South Dakota State, or Black Hills State, earlier this week said, their backups are pretty good, and we're going to find out today.
Yeah, exactly. And Joe brings up the punters. Zamora Johnson definitely won't be here. Kuda made the trip. There was questions whether they had. I was in there when I do my interview with John Riston a couple days ago on Thursday. He was having to audition punters. He didn't know how exactly it was going to go today. Now, Kuda's got a sore foot, but he has made the trip, and he has been punting a little bit in pregame warm-up, so we'll just have to see. But their emergency plan was kind of interesting.
Yeah, like I said, we're going to see. They may never punt today. Brock Davies, the backup nose guard, is from Australia and played rugby and Australian rules football, and if they rugby style kick it, we were watching him before the game.
Oh my goodness!
Kicking it 55 yards. I'm like, let him kick just so we have something to talk about.
Yeah, the ball had to hurt when he put his foot in. I mean, it was just, and then he celebrated. That's what I liked. After a great punt, he was out there warming up, and he celebrates anything. I think he celebrates a cold shower. The guy just loves life.
He's pretty excitable. The thing about Brock Davies, however, their question mark is, can he catch the snap?
Right.
I also saw earlier this week where they would snap the ball to the quarterback, who would pitch it to the punter, who would kick it.
Yeah.
It's like a relay system. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do. I know it's been on everybody's mind, including ours, and we had some conversations with John Riston last night that were kind of animated.
Yeah.
And so we'll see what he decides. I think it's going to be a down and distance situation with him today.
Well, we'll just remain to see. Like we said, we'll just find out exactly what these Thunderwolves bring to the table. Now, usually we talk about the opponent early on here, and we might as well. Black Hills State, this is a team that's winless coming into this ball game today, but they're coming off perhaps their best effort of the year. Game they should have won right here on this turf against their arch rival Chadron State last week. Had a 2-score lead late, but let it get away.
Well, and that's been their problem this year. Their defense, they give up a lot of points, which is never good against a scoring team like Csu-Pueblo. Black Hills State is very young. 16 freshmen and then another, I think between redshirt freshmen and sophomores, it's all but 7 players who start both ways. It's just an amazing amount of youth. John Reiner said, hey, this is week 9. They're not young anymore. And I appreciate him not using that as an excuse, but it's men versus boys.
Yeah, I use my charts. I color code them to try to get an idea what guys are playing in this game for them. And they got reds are redshirt freshmen, blues are true freshmen. They got true freshmen sprinkled all throughout their 2-deep lineup. So it's just going to be a learning experience from today here going against the defending NCAA Division II national champs. So come back after this timeout. We'll talk to the head coach, John Riston. That all comes your way next. Thunderwolves pregame show on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Legacy. Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
And welcome back to the Thunderwolves pregame show. And, John, before we get to this week, let's focus on something that was really good in your mind. The Garda School of Mines victory over them. Just thought you guys played a really complete ball game.
Yeah, I never thought that the score was going to be what it was at the end. But we keep improving. We played a physical game, and they were physical too. But our kids responded. When it goes 21-0 with about 2.5 minutes, our defense stops them, gives us our ball back. And we take a shot, and then I say, well, let's get conservative here. And sure enough, here goes Cam on a 70-yard run. That was the most spectacular run, and so that makes it 28-0. And you go in halftime, you get the ball back. You're hoping you can go and take it and score, and then you make it a 5-touchdown game. And that didn't quite take place, but I was really proud of the way the Pack played.
Well, it's kind of like two heavyweight fighters. Once in a while, two heavyweight fighters get together and somebody throws a couple punches and the other heavyweight gets staggered.
Well, I think our defense threw the first punch at them and really staggered it. We did a good job around the ball. We tackled. We were physical. I thought it was awesome the way our defense played. And then offense, we took a while to get our traction going, but once we got, it was hard to stop. And I think we scored 6 straight touchdowns on 6 straight possessions, or 4 on 4 straight possessions, and then we missed the one at this coming out second half, and then we had 3 more at that point. So it was pretty awesome.
Well, in the second half, even when they made it 28-7, you're facing a 3rd and 13. Even then, you had to be nervous. Man, they could get the ball back and come right back down. I thought the offense responded with that drive, as you mentioned, got the touchdown, restored order.
Yeah, you just got to find a way to make a play, and a lot of those plays go unnoticed in the ebbs and flows of a ball game. And I think one of those plays was that we were able to just continue to take advantage of the opportunity, take advantage of those guys that come at you. The other opportunity was 4th and 1, and Brock Davies shoots the gap like he's supposed to and makes a play in the backfield, and that gave us another chance to go to short field and kind of took their steam out of their cells.
Well, that was good news, the victory of the ball game. Bad news, when you're playing a tough team like that, you come out a little dinged, a few injuries in the ball game.
Yeah, we're dinged up. Bernard's not going to play in this game. Cam's got a little nicks. Chance Rodriguez is ruled out. He had a concussion in the protocol. He didn't make it. Good thing we're going to get LaRon back for a little bit. Joe Rosenbach's out. Our snapper's out. So we have 4 or 5 starters out, and so it gives another guy an opportunity. Next man up. Let's go do our job. Let's do it better than we ever done before, and that's how we're going on a 517-mile bus ride. It's a business trip, but we're going to enjoy it. We're going to take the guys to Mount Rushmore, but there's going to be some opportunity for some guys to show their stuff, and I'm excited to see that.
Well, one thing your team has proved this year, when you've had some of these games where you've had blowout situations, you've got a lot of guys, a lot of minutes playing on the game, a lot of plays, and I think it's helped you out.
Oh, no question. I think that, our last, really since Adams State, we've been able to get some guys in there in the second half. So this is, we're going to pay off when those guys get those experience, but we still got to go play and find a way to win by 1.
That's Black Hills State Ball Club. They're winless, but, they're competitive in the first half of every ball game they've been in, and last week had a real chance to win that ball game, kind of let it slip away.
Yeah, I'm really they are a challenging bunch, and so their quarterback, he throws the ball very well. The receivers are young, and their offensive linemen are young, but they're going to be a damn good ball club, and they have a great scheme, and we got to be on point, and we got to tackle, and just all the same stuff. We just can't go up there and flop around, and that's my job as a head coach, is to get them to play on point.
And really, a game like this, you don't want to give them any extra confidence early in a ball game. You really want to come out and kind of establish things, don't you?
Yeah, we want to start fast, finish faster, and I think we need to make sure we validate who we are in the first quarter. I think it's about validation and making sure we all know why we came up to Black Hills. Not to see Mount Rushmore, but that's going to be part of it. But it is to go 1-0 this week.
All right, good luck today.
Thanks, and go Pack.
All right, Thunderwolves head coach John Riston back with more of our pregame show right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
And welcome back to Lyle Hare Stadium as we are here on the campus of Black Hills State University for today's Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference football game. The Thunderwolves here on the road taking on Black Hills State. Black Hills State coming into the ball game winless on the year. It's been a struggle at times for them, but they are coming on of late. Playing better last week. Should have won the game against Chadron State. They were in the game against Adams State before losing it down there in Alamosa late by 20, but it was a lot closer than that score might indicate. Western State did come in here and paced them pretty good, but they were competitive against Mines in about the first quarter before Mines really shellacked. And it's kind of ball club, as you mentioned, Joe. You just got to stay with them early, and then you just eventually going to run them out of the stadium. That's what you got to feel like today.
Well, they have no depth. Yeah. And depth that's a luxury at the Division II level, and Black Hills State has none. Their starters are okay, but they're young, and they could be a year or two away. John Reiners is doing a good job. He'll be the first one to say, though, that 0-8 is unacceptable, and they really have only been in 2 of the 8 ball games for real. Of course, it is what it is. You got to come up here. You got to play. I looked at them. They can pass an eye test. They're not little. They take football seriously up here. They want to win, and they're going to play hard. You know they're going to play hard. So we've had people ask us if this is a trap game, and it could be, but I don't think the Pack coaches will let that happen.
Yeah, they seem to be pretty well focused. Now I was watching a little bit of warm-ups. Joe, we had a few false starts. It just doesn't seem like the attention to detail maybe is crisp as you'd like to see it, but human nature is human nature, Joe. When you know you're supposed to come in and pace somebody, you probably have that in your mindset until you get into the game. Then once you start realizing they're hitting you kind of hard back, that you got to just get after it.
Sure, kids are kids, and we talk, and the coaches talk, and if all things being equal and you do your job, game shouldn't be close. But I was watching before the game a lot of guys slipping. This turf it's got a little different feel to it. It's that artificial surface, but it's grainy, or I don't know how to describe it other than it's a little slick. And I saw a lot of CSU Pueblo players slipping when they were trying to come out of their stances off the balls, and that may be something they have to get used to, but something to watch before early in the game at least.
Yeah, it almost makes you wonder if they got too much of that rubber pallet thing in there or whatever. But they are. Yeah, I did notice that they were kind of just not as sure as you'd like them to be. But that's one of those things they may just adjust to as the game goes on.
Well, and I'm the other way. I think they may not have enough.
Is that the okay?
It almost feels like it's thin. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but
right.
But I did notice players slipping. So if they do, you don't want to slip on a 3rd and 3 on defense because you can give them a first down. Those are the kind of things that can't happen today for CSU Pueblo.
Well, one of the guys to watch for Black Hills State is a freshman quarterback. He's out of Highlands Ranch, very highly regarded. Went to Rock Canyon High School. Ryan Hommel, he gets a chance as a true freshman to come right in and step in and play for a 4-year college program.
It's an interesting story. Ryan Hommel from Rock Canyon, CSU Pueblo's backup punter, who's now their starting punter, is Tanner Kuda. They were teammates together at Rock Canyon, and Ryan Hommel's little brother dates Tanner Kuder's little sister. These are the things you learn on the road, people.
Exactly. That's kind of an interesting little twist there to keep it in the family today. Now, Thunderwolves, we talked about their running back situation. Cameron McDonald's not 100% healthy. He's going to start. But remember last week he left the ball game, a little knee tweak, I guess you'd call it. Joe, he did come back in the ball game, broke off one of his best runs of the game after that. But after a game's over like that, you get an injury like that, it kind of settles in there a little bit. So I'm sure this is one of those games. He's going to play, but it's one of those games they want to get him off the field as soon as they can, as soon as it's in hand.
Get his 150, get his 3 touchdowns. First quarter, first half, we call it good. The backup, Fred Ledort, he's a team favorite, good backup player, and Shmuel David is going to be the second, third string today, I guess it would be. So, and the guy who might have a day-to-day might be A.J. Thompson, calling his own number a little bit and, just kind of tucking and running, getting those 4 or 5 yard carries.
Yeah, Shamel David's one of those guys. He's a transfer. He's out of Las Vegas, Nevada. He's a junior on the depth chart. He's one of those guys they would kind of like to keep pigeonholed and maybe use another redshirt year on him, but it may not have that luxury. They have things happen where if Cam isn't ready to go or 100% early, you want to get him off the field, then say Dort gets hurt, then you got to go to either David or you could run. I talked to John Rist about it. He said, you know what, Patrick O'Malley and Grant Neal, they may have to play a little bit of tailback today.
And if you've watched Patrick O'Malley and Grant Neal, you don't lose much. You lose speed.
Yeah.
But they know the schemes and they know the holes. They know how things are blocked and assignment football. And that's what the running game is at Csu-Pueblo. It's assignment-based running, and then let the backs do the rest, which Cam and Bernard do so better than just about anybody else in the country. But Patrick O'Malley, if you look down there and look at him, he looks like a tailback. Maybe a little bit thicker, but and Grant Neal, he looks like a fullback.
All right, we'll come back after this timeout. Joe will give you the keys to the game. That all comes your way next. Thunderbolts pregame show continues on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Lyle Harris Stadium here on the campus of Black Hills State University. Let's look at our keys to the game. First for the Thunderbolts, Joe Cervi, what do you got?
I told John Riston they should print up Remember Fort Lewis T-shirts to give to everybody from last year. Csu-Pueblo cannot afford to look past Black Hills. They can't afford to look past anybody. So if you come out here and you can play complacent and you just get a little hand fighting and grabbing and don't wrap up and tackle and block and hit and run and throw, it's a simple game today. Is do your job and you will be fine. But if you slack off, you won't. And that you can say it until you're blue in the face, but you got to do it.
Well, for Black Hills State, it almost feels weird to say, well, keys to victory, but I guess, they're going to play the game, Joe. They got a chance, but more importantly, what do they have to do to stay in this game early to give themselves a chance?
Well, John Reiner's approached this game like they're going to win. We approach every game like we're coaching to win. Players are working to win, so I don't think that's far off. I think they have to take care of the football. They have had a hard time scoring this year. Their scoring is down, and they're going against a very good scoring defense, so they're going to have to try and find ways to poke holes in Csu-Pueblo's defense and get some points on the board.
There you go. There's our keys to victory for today's ball game. Black Hills State, they have made their way out on the field, and it is family day here, so all the parents and loved ones of the players are out there on the field with all the seniors.
I think it's more than seniors.
I think it's anybody. Yeah, it looks like it, because that'd be a hell of a senior class, wouldn't it? It looks like anybody that has any family out there is out there on the field. Those that don't, they're kind of left out. You'd think they'd find somebody in the community to walk out there with them just as a supporter.
That's where you get the government cheese. Here you go. You don't get this, but yeah, it's a little sad. There's there's 6 players in uniform that aren't out there for family day, and who knows? I mean, we are in the middle of nowhere. It's beautiful up here, but is in the middle of nowhere.
All right, come back after this timeout. We'll give you the pregame kickoff weather conditions as we wind our way toward kickoff here on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Lyle Harris Stadium. It is Donnie Nacarado made the trip right down there. Joe, how do you like that? And his wife? Great. Unbelievable. Let's give you the weather conditions here at kickoff today. 57 degrees under partly sunny skies here in the beautiful Black Hills of South Dakota. It's a gusty day. We have 18-mile-an-hour winds gusting up to around 30. Relative humidity at 40%, so that is just perfect conditions for a football game. No chance of rain whatsoever. By the time the game's over, the high expected around 61. Come back, we'll have the starting lineups, opening kickoff. All comes your way next on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo, 1350.
Up here in the Black Hills, Joe, we're ready for some football. Forget about those starting lineups. Tell us what happened on the coin toss.
Csu-Pueblo won the toss and elected to defer like it always does. They will be kicking off from right to left on your radio dial, and the ball just blew off the tee from Greg O'Donnell.
That kind of gives you an idea of the breeze here. Breeze kind of swirling. out of the east, they say, but who knows which direction's east up here.
I think we're facing north, if I was...
Yeah, exactly. Kind of weird. Here's the kickoff by O'Donnell. He's into it. High spinning kick. Not very deep. It's going to be taken at the 12-yard line. Back across the 15, 20, 25 up the middle. Pretty good return there for Black Hill State to start the ball game. That's one of the freshmen, Conrad Rice, a freshman out of Fort Collins Pooter on the return. And they'll start the ball game 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line.
A little late in getting that clock off. They only burned 3 seconds.
Hamel is the quarterback. He's got Fidel Paris as his running back. Kreisel, Haney, Adamson, and Belcher are the receivers. Those are the guys we'll look for. Three of them split out wide to the right here. One wide out to the left. No tight end in this set. From the pistol runs Hamel. Back directly behind him, and he's going to give it to him, and he's going to bounce it outside and go nowhere. And that's a good sight to see there for the Thunderbolts. Morgan Fox immediately on the sub, but he has to come out of the ball game right away. Joe, did you see that? He ran right off the field.
Yeah, I think he's just, they're going to be smart with me.
Oh, man, he's bent over there on the sideline, so it must have hurt a little bit. Loss of 1 here on first down, 2nd and 11 from the 25-yard line. This time from the gun, as Paris lines up on the right hip of Hamel. Now they're going to run an audible. They look over to the sideline to get the play call. They go hurry up, as almost every school does now. Trips to the right. Ball's on the left hash mark. Hamel takes a snap, little 3-step drop, steps up, fires it over the middle. Ball deflected off the hands of his intended receiver. It got over the linebacker on the deep drop that time, but right off the hands of Kreisel. Probably should have had that thing.
Hot. It was coming in hot, Jim. That ball had some smoke on it, and the tight end was just not ready for it.
Yeah, it kind of gives you the idea of the arm strength of Hamel. He looks good. Good-looking athlete. Wings the ball pretty good. Going to go double wide out left, double wide out right. Ball remains on the left hash mark on 3rd and 11. Thunderbolts rush 4. Stepping up in the pocket. Flush from the pocket and sacked. And that's Fox who came back in the ballgame. He left there for one play. So you're probably going to see a lot. That elbow's got to hurt, Joe, when you ding it just the right way. I'm sure that's what he came out of the ballgame, got himself right over on the sideline, comes in and adds to his sack total on the year.
Nation's leader in sacks per game. He was the nation's leader, but then he had to sit out a couple of weeks of stats nationwide because he missed 2 games, and you have to play in 75% of the team's games to be considered among the nation's leaders.
So it's 4th down and 14 after the loss of 3 on the sack, or 4 on the sack. Here is the punt. It's away, rugby style. Angles toward the right sideline. Takes a nice bounce inside the 30, inside the 20, still rolling, and it'll roll all the way down to the 16, maybe the 15-yard line before it rolls out of bounds. What a punt there by the freshman Jess Edens out of Sheridan, Wyoming.
Well, doing the math, Jim, do that punt math right there. It was only about 20 yards in the air.
29 and 35, Joe, so that's got to be a 64-yard punt. Yeah, it probably rolled 30 of that.
And that's a net.
And all the way back to the 15-yard line where the Thunderbolts will start their first possession on offense for this ball game. A.J. Thompson, the quarterback, the redshirt freshman up under center. Cameron McDonald, the lone back. They bring a man in motion. That's Duncan. And they're going to hand it up the middle to Cam. And he's taken down immediately after a gain of about 2 yards on the play. Pretty good hit right in the middle there, Matt Singleton. He's one of the only transfers that see time for Black Hill State. They try to keep it in-house. They try to build it through the ranks. They want to bring freshmen in and make them 4-year type players. They don't bring many transfers in. Singleton's the only one. He's out of Thousand Oaks, California. The gain of 1 on that first down play. It's 2nd down and 9 for the Thunderbolts. Duncan in motion to the right side of the formation this time. They fake the draw to Cam. Thompson rolls right. He's got Eckhoff wide open. Has the pass across the 20. 25. He's got the first down, and then he's body slammed at about the 28-yard line. Eckhoff did make a bunch of move there, almost like he submitted himself to the tackle there instead of maybe putting his head down and administering the punishment. But still a good game.
I don't think you want to do anything stupid, but you want to talk about how good Cam McDonald is? There's a little play-action fake to Cam McDonald, and the entire defense went with him.
So it's 1st and 10 Thunderwolves from the 29-yard line. Ball on the right hash mark. Here comes that power formation. 3 tight ends right next to each other on the left side of the formation here, kind of in a stack. Thompson's up under center. They give it to Cam. Bounce it off the left side behind those tight ends. Big hole. Across the 40. 45. Gallops across the 50. To the 40. 30. 20. 10. Touchdown, Thunderwolves! What a run by Cameron McDonald. How many times have we said that this year? But he just kind of hurled himself through the hole that time. And a big-time touchdown for the Thunderwolves, 71 yards.
Jimmy just picked his way through the line, and then he was gone.
And they ran right behind those 3 tight ends. You got Riston, Eckhoff, and Boyd over there on that left side, and they opened up a huge hole.
Linebacker Damon Goldhammer was trailing him. He got past him at the initial line of scrimmage, and it was great sprinter separation.
Here's O'Donnell's extra point kick, up and good. Fast start for the Thunderwolves, 12:09 to go here in the first quarter. They lead at 7-0 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Want to know when we believe in the power of expertise.
Here in the first quarter, and already Cam McDonald has struck, and Joe, people kind of kid him about he's not the fastback between the two brothers, him and Bernard, but nobody caught him from behind. Very rarely does he get caught.
And you can tell he's got that little not gimpy ankle, but tender ankle, and so they want to be smart with him today, but he wanted to play, and he's also...
Kick off to the 12, and then a little move to the outside, but Thunderwolves have that great pursuit. Larry, you'd think, man, that's a chance for a big-time return, but the Thunderwolves break it down in a hurry, and Cliff Weibrecht on special teams here. Haven't called his name a lot this year, redshirt freshman, earning the trip, makes the stop.
Well, they needed some more linebackers with Joe Rosenbrock in sweats and a boot.
So the line of scrimmage will be the 26-yard line for the Yellow Jackets. Hommel from the shotgun this time. Has Ferris behind him and to the right this time. And they're going to fake it to him. Pass out in the flat. It's going to be caught up around the 30-yard line. Not much running room, though, for Bradley Adamson, the junior out of Merced, California. Going to give him 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6 at the 30-yard line. They go hurry up. They all look over to the sideline. Somebody's hot over there giving the play call. 2 backup quarterbacks and the offensive coordinator is my guess down here on the sideline, signaling in the play. This time on the left side. Now they shift him over to the right side. That's Paris, the running back. Read option. They give it to him, and he is hit down immediately by Brandon Payer right at the 32-yard line. You had to think Fidel Paris thought he was going to have him something there, Joe, and then the guy that the Thunderwolves love, this Brandon Payer, he just deposited him right down at the 32.
If Brandon Payer's football intelligence under this defense will catch up to his body, he's going to be a scary player. He is a backup linebacker playing in place of Joe Rosenbrock today, and hey, when you're the man in the middle, the responsibilities are huge.
3rd down and 4 for the Yellow Jackets from the 32-yard line. Trips to the left. They look left. There comes pressure off the edge. Pass down the middle. Jump ball situation, and it's overthrown. As feeling the pressure was Hommel. As looked like Josh Croy was coming in there on his backside and made him get rid of it.
Big Josh Croy. We say he doesn't tackle people. He smothers them.
So it's 4th down. That means Duncan will come into the ball game. Last time they punted, they got a rugby-style kick, and it bounced and rolled up the sideline for about an extra 30 yards. It ended up being a 64-yard punt. Here's Jess Edens. He's a freshman. Low snap, but he handles it. Here's that rugby-style kick, and again, same direction, right down the right sideline. Duncan's going to have a chance this time. Fields it at the 21. Boy, they could have called a block there. They didn't. Duncan back across the 30, 35, 40. Up the sideline he goes! Across midfield and taken down at the 40, maybe the 39-yard line. Fans are irate, wanting the illegal block call here. They didn't get it right where Duncan caught the football.
Yeah, everybody's pointing down there and that he stepped out or whatever. I think it's just a good return for Csu-Pueblo.
Yeah, they just wanted the illegal block call, and then plus people saw, I think, the beanbag come out thinking that might have been the flag, but that's not the case. That's just marking where the return started. So a great return for Duncan, all the way down to the 37-yard line of the Yellow Jackets. So Thunderwolves already leading the ball game, 7-0. Have great field position here on their second drive of the ball game. Cam in the backfield. Lines up about 7 yards deep. Radabon motion to the right side of the formation. The tight end stacked to the left. They're going to go play action. Thompson looking down the middle, goes for it all, and he overthrows his man as Radabon kind of ran a stop pattern, or kind of a curl in a deep curl. And Thompson thought he was going to go fly pattern or post pattern all the way to the end zone, and he overshot everybody.
Yeah, not sure what that was. Miscommunication on the receiver or the quarterback, but there was only one person in the pattern, and it wasn't the same pattern.
And the good thing about it is he overthrew everybody by 10 yards, including the deep safety. So they go I formation this time. They bring the fullback in. Here's the reverse to Duncan around the left side. Tries to get to the edge. Tries to turn the corner, but he's run out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Good play in pursuit here for Black Hill State on defense. Travis Groves, sophomore out of Wiggins, Colorado. Going to be a loss of a yard back to the 38-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and 11 now for the Thunderwolves. They elected to go to the reverse. Well, Duncan getting a workout here in the last. He's going to go to the bench. You might expect that after that long punt return and now running the reverse.
Well, Lane Lawson, the outside linebacker, did a great job of just holding his ground. There was nowhere for Kieran Duncan to go.
So now 3rd and 11. Stack the formation to the right. They got Boyd and a couple of wide receivers right. Quarterback draw by Thompson. Tries stiff arm, and he's taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Good play there on defense. Cody Benn, junior out of Rapid City, hauls Thompson down after a gain of a yard back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th and 10 now from the 37. Now the Thunderwolves with their punting woes, you know they're going to go for it right here, and especially it's not so much punting woes too, Joe. It's long snapper woes.
The snapping is a problem, and this would be a 57-yard field goal almost, and at least 55 yards into the wind.
So they'll go for it here. Thompson from the gun this time has McDonald lined up on his left hip. Fake it to him. They look down the middle. Now they're going to fire it to the middle, looking for the end zone, and the ball's picked off at the 5-yard line. Back up the field across the 10 and about the 12. They try to rip it free from the deep safety. He gets the return out to the 15-yard line. J.J. Kilgore, sophomore out of Regis High School in Denver, returns it to the 15-yard line. In many respects, Joe, we like to say that it's almost like throw it deep. If they pick it off, it's like a punt.
It just hurts your passing efficiency.
Right, it's not going to help the quarterback. You got to tell the quarterback, hey, you might have to take a step back today ego-wise. Just throw it down there deep, and if they pick it off, so be it. So 1st and 10 now for the Yellow Jackets from their own 15-yard line. They bring a tight end to this set here, trying to get some extra protection for their quarterback, Hommel. And he hands it off up the middle, and it goes nowhere to Paris. Paris gets it back to the line of scrimmage. And that is it. And it's coming in from his left outside linebacker position, Sam Singleton, to make the stop there for the Thunderwolves. No gain, 2nd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. 7-0, Thunderwolves on top. We have 9:20 to go here in the first quarter. Hommel from the gun. Has Paris on his left hip this time. Double wide out left. That's the wide side of the field. Look over the middle, flush from the pocket under immense pressure, and then just throws it away.
Smart play by Hommel.
It's Tony Campton. Look at Tony Campton, just menacing, standing around the quarterback, Ryan Hommel. It's just, you know, you look at Campton, you wonder, man, how do his arms feel? Because there's just not enough room on him for his arms to hang around that big body. Exactly.
Where's a lot of loafers? Can't tie his shoes.
3rd and 10 now for the Yellow Jackets.
But he can bench 405.
That helps. Estiga lines up on the right side here. Probably see him come on the rush here with the 3 down linemen. Now they call an audible here as Hommel looks over to the sideline. Now resets in the backfield. Takes the snap, straight drop back. Here comes pressure from Fox. He's flushed him from the pocket. Tries to get around the edge. He's got something to work with here. Across the 25, 30, 32-yard line. They broke contain on the left side. And a good run there by Ryan Hommel.
You better be able to outrun Marcus Fox, your quarterback, or he will kill you.
Ends up being a nice gain on the play. Gain of 17. Best play of the game of the early going here for the Yellow Jackets. They have a 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line. 8:55 to play here in the first quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 7-0. Straight drop back, pass in the flat, bubble screen, caught, and breaking one tackle and getting out across the 35 to the 36-yard line. On the grab, on the play, Shandon Jones. He's out of Pipestone, Minnesota. They're going to mark him down at the 35, so it'll be a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. The Yellow Jackets, they're going to go trips to the left this time. No tight end in this set. Harris the lone back.
They're so close to getting to Hommel.
Takes the snap. They give it to Paris around the right side, and he is strung out and taken down for a 3-yard loss. And there's that man just swallowing him alive, enveloping him, as I like to say, Josh Croy. Must be the feeling of an eclipse, Joe. There's no light. Shines out around the body going down.
You know, Josh Croy is a Division I player playing at Csu-Pueblo. He's that good. He's that big. He's that strong.
Loss of 2 on the play, 3rd and 9. Hummel now under immense pressure, gets the pass away, screen pass. It's caught, breaking 1 tackle, but a pretty good play there on defense for the Thunderwolves. Brian Jones, the cornerback, eluded the block and prevented the chance for the first down there.
It was a great call, a great screen, because the brush was coming. Little blitz from the outside, and they threw away from the blitz. But it's still 4th and 4.
Yeah, if they get Jones blocked there, it might go for 20. But he fought off the block and made the stop. So again, it's Duncan back deep to receive the punt. He stands at his own 22-yard line. Edens has been running toward the right here on this rugby-style kick. Looks like the Thunderbolts have overloaded this left side, maybe trying to get to him. Low snap. It's handled. They get through there, but not quite in time. Duncan handles the punt at the 22, bobbles it, and goes down back at the 19-yard line. Good play on special teams there. Conrad Rice out of Poudre High School in Fort Collins makes the stop, so the Thunderbolts will start this drive from their own 19-yard line. So a good job at least by the offense and then the special teams of Black Hills to reestablish some field position. Mini victory.
Yes, Csu-Pueblo had 37 yards, couldn't score. They had 79 yards. They got a 71-yard touchdown.
Yeah, but now they're going to start from their own 19. They'll have to go 81 yards on this drive. They bring the fullback into this position. That, of course, would be Patrick O'Malley, lead blocker for Cam McDonald. And they run the draw play to McDonald off the left side. He's got Letlow, the lead block, comes out across the 20 to the 23-yard line. Letlow seeing more and more time as the year goes on. So we mentioned the Thunderbolts like to go 3 tight ends a lot. They actually have 4 tight ends now rotating through 3 spots when they go to that power formation.
This is one of those offenses that you don't see in the country. They use a 3 tight end set sometimes, and they use a fullback in the true sense of the word fullback.
We're going to go with 3 wide receivers this time. As Forsgren's into the ball game, he's wide to the right. Cooper in the game, wide to the left. Letlow comes in motion to the left side. Fake the counter play. Pass in the flat, caught by Cooper. Nice fake, gets up the sideline. Puts the stiff arm out, gets close to the first down. That was a good little right jab that time by Cooper on the stiff arm. He just ran out of real estate, stepped out of bounds. A yard short of the first down, it looks like. They're going to mark it at the 28, so it'll be 3rd and a yard.
I wish Cooper would have just cut it back in. He has the first down. He did the stiff arm, but then he stepped right out of bounds. Just turn it up one more step, Coop. The Coop Show.
3rd down and 1 for the Thunderwolves. Now Grant Neal is the fullback in this formation. I formation. McDonald the I back. That's Cam. We won't see Bernard today. Cam now bounces outside across the 30. 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Thunderwolves. Somebody got a hand right around the ankle there. Saving tackle for Black Hills State. Thayer Souter on the stop. Right before I was anticipating it, Joe. Every time Cam has the ball, you got to anticipate that he might go the distance, and it's almost astonishing sometimes when he goes down. It surprises you.
But he needed 1. You don't have to take. You got to keep the chains moving. He got 6. He needed 1.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. 7-0 Pack on top. Letlow comes in motion, resets on the left side. They run the counter play to McDonald, puts his head down and gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. 5:25 to go. First quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 7-0. 71-yard touchdown run by Cam McDonald on the 3rd play from scrimmage for the Thunderwolves today. This time, AJ is going to go to the gun. He has Cam on his right hip. Williams, they're going to hand it to Williams around the right side on the jet sweep, and he's taken down right at the line of scrimmage. I'm sorry, that's not Deshaun. That's Isaiah Jackson, Joe. Wearing 82. I don't think I've seen him this year. It fooled me there. I thought it was Deshaun Williams, but it's Isaiah Jackson. True freshman out of Dallas, Texas. And kind of ran that like a freshman. We got to get a little wider. He tried to take on that tackler instead of getting around it.
Just go.
3rd down and 8 now from the 36-yard line. Thompson from the gun brings Duncan in motion wide left. He was running toward the line of scrimmage. The official doesn't throw the flag. Thompson flush from the pocket, rolls right, tries to turn the corner. He's knocked out of bounds and sacked. Oh, good defensive possession there for Black Hills State. And they're going to make the Thunderwolves have to punt the football away. And this is our first chance to look at what we're going to think. It's going to be Brock Davies going to be in the punt. And then you've got Trace Gray as the long snapper. So the first chance for the juices to kind of churn in the gut of John Riston right here. But I tell you what, watching Brock Davies punt it in the pregame warm-ups, he was just booming the heck out of it.
And this is into the wind.
Takes the snap, rugby-style kick, gets it away, kind of shanked it off to the right side, and it goes out of bounds, and that's going to be terrible field position for the Thunderwolves as Black Hills State. Punt just went right off the side of the foot of Brock Davies.
Oh, my, it's going to be midfield.
Man, oh, man, that just didn't work out at all, did it? So 16 yards on the punt.
Well, I told you that wind was going to be a problem today, Jim, and it is howling from left to right. The Thunderwolves are playing dead into the wind right now.
So Black Hills State here, gaining yards in the field position exchange as they have it at midfield. This is their best spot of the game so far. This is their third possession. Can have a slot back this time, a little more power formation. They run the ball up the middle. Not much, though, for Fidel Paris. They brought a tight end, an extra tight end, for blocking support, lining up right behind the left tackle, and that's the direction they ran, but they only pick up a yard. I like the thought process, though. They need to try to shorten the game as much as possible, if that makes sense, Joe. You got to try to control the ball, keep the Thunderbolts from running away from you here. Now they're going to roll the pocket right. Hommel fires down the sideline. That should be picked off, and it is. Intercepted back at the 25-yard line. That is Brian Jones. He made the good stop on the tackle earlier, and this time makes the interception, and the Thunderbolts get the ball back at their own 27-yard line.
That was a poor decision by Hommel. It wasn't if it was going to get picked off, it was by whom.
Exactly.
There were three guys in white jerseys waiting for that ball.
There's no problem with the arm strength for Ryan Hommel. He looks good, Joe. He looks the part of the leading man on a football team, the quarterback, but his accuracy leaves a little to be desired in this ball game so far. But you have to remember, he is a true freshman out there, throwing him to the wolves, so to speak. So the Thunderbolts take over from their own 27-yard line. Thompson up under center. Cam the lone back. They bring Duncan in motion to the right side of the formation. And they run the draw play. Cam up the middle. Bounces across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Coming over and making a pretty good stop on him. From the safety position for Black Hills State, that'd be Travis Tweeten, junior out of Rosette, Wyoming. It's a gain of 4 on the play. Looked like it might be a lot more initially, but good pursuit there coming up from his outside linebacker or free safety formation. They call it a rover in their defense, in their scheme. 2nd down and 6 for the Thunderwolves, leading at 7-0. Boyd in motion. They're going to flip it to him on the left side, and the ball's broken up, actually trying to get it to wrist. That's a live ball, as it was a lateral. Now they're saying incomplete pass. The head linesman now comes in and signals incomplete. And I'm with the coaching staff here of Black Hills State. I thought that was a lateral.
See, and I didn't, because he was curling. If he would have still been in the flat, but he was curling, so it looked like a forward pass to me. But they ran that play 10 times last week, so you know it's on film. It's on the most recent film.
So it's 3rd down and 6. And the conversation continues down on the sideline between the head linesman and the coaching staff. Now he kind of talks back to him and tells him, get back.
Yeah, they have that power to say, I've had enough.
Yeah, change the subject. 3rd and 6, play action. Thompson in the pocket, fires down the middle, ball deflected. Incomplete. Thunderwolves out to punt the ball. They're trying to get at the Cooper, who was open on a little post pattern down the middle of the field. But the ball deflected, and it's 4th down. The Thunderwolves have to punt the ball away. Well, the defense rising up a little bit here for Black Hills State on these last 2 possessions. And again, it's Brock Davies to punt the football away. Low snap, and he bobbles it, and he loses it. It's loose on the deck. trying to pick it up, and it's recovered at the 19-yard line by Black Hills State. It was a low snap. Remember the Thunderwolves without their long snapper. And Trace Gray threw a low ball back to Davies. He unable to handle it, then thought about picking it up, couldn't handle it then he was hit. Tried to pick it up again, and then it was finally recovered by Black Hills State. So they have great field position now at the 19-yard line.
Special teams today are going to be like the Navy, Jim. Always an adventure.
So now Ryan Hommel, the freshman quarterback, brings his team out to the line of scrimmage. Ball right in the middle of the field at the 19-yard line. 2:31 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0. Thunderwolves on top. Hommel takes the snap. Play action. Sets in the pocket. He's got all kinds of time. Throws a deep post pattern, but sails it high and wide over the back of the end zone stripe. Trying to get it down the middle of the field to Bradley Adamson.
Well, the wind is at his back.
And it showed that one.
Yeah, it kind of just got a floater.
Just sailed on him.
And that wind is definitely picked up. This is no longer a breeze. We have wind.
2nd down and 10. You see Hommel's long sleeve just flapping down there. Quick pass, right side. Ball caught, but short gain. Only a gain of about 2 or 3 on the play. Little out pattern to Bradley Adamson. You want to get it to him upright and then hope he can stiff arm or break the tackle. The pass was so wide on the play. Had to kind of reach out and extend his body to make the grab and unable to break a tackle of any kind. Still a decent gain on the play down to the 14. So it's a gain of 5. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 for Black Hills State here.
They like to go in the flat now to Paris on these short ones.
They adjust the formation to the left side. They look left, pass left, little bubble screen caught, and it's going to be close to the first down, but looks like he's short. He tried to reach that ball across, but he's marked at the 10-yard line. He's going to be short by a yard.
Where the official gave him a great spot.
But they needed the 9. They're going to mark it at the 10. So it's 4th and a yard now for Black Hills State. Will they go with the field goal?
I think they need points here after you get the benefit of that turnover.
They are going to send Trey Fleming, sophomore out of Longmont, out to try the field goal.
But you're 0-8. And you're playing the defending national champions. Why wouldn't you go for it?
Ball's on the left hash mark. The holder is Adamson. Thunderwolves very adept at blocking kicks. Ball's down. Kick is up. Not a very good kick, but he does squeeze it through there. 1:03 to go here in the first quarter. Black Hills State on the board. They take advantage of the turnover. Thunderwolves lead at 7-3 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
At St. Mary Corwin, we...
And welcome back to Lyle Harris Stadium here. Black Hills State on the board. It's 7-3 here late in the first quarter. Kickoff coming. And kind of a pooch kick. And it's going to hit down at the 15. Now picked up across the 15, 20. This is Cooper. Out to the 23-yard line. Thunderwolves let that ball hit the ground, and you never know what's going to happen when it hits the ground like that, and finally got back to Cooper.
Well, it's kind of a tweener between Patrick O'Malley and the deep guys, and it was over his head, like I said, the wind. But that's DeAndre Cooper's not kick returner. That's Bernard McDonald,
right,
who didn't make the trip.
Just didn't run up underneath it. So Thunderwolves will start from their own 23-yard line here. Just under a minute to go in the first quarter. 7-3. Thunderwolves on top. Thompson up under center. Cam the lone back. Double wide out left. Tight end in the slot left. Now they bring Duncan in motion across the formation to the right side. Run the draw play to McDonald off the left side. Bounces it outside across the 25. Puts his head down. And he's taken down at the 31-yard line. A little mano-a-mano there. Going up against the cornerback or safety on this left side. Travis Tweeton. Handed to Tweeton there. He took on the onslaught of Cam, just barreling right into him. But it's a good gain on the play, gain of 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2 now for the Thunderwolves at the 31-yard line.
McDonald bounced that outside and decided to just keep going toward the sideline, rather than try and cut it back into traffic, which we've seen him do quite a bit.
So 2nd and 2. Under center is Thompson. Cooper goes in motion to the right side this time. And they're going to run play action. Thompson rolls right, fires it right. Ball going to be caught for the first. But then Cooper gives up yardage. He had the first down. I still think he might get the spot being enough for the first down, but he gave up about 3 yards that time. And they are going to mark it enough for the first down. Well, they're going to give him all the forward prep. That's kind of generous by the officials there, because that's where Cooper caught the ball. Then he backtracked on the play. I think that's fortunate for the Thunderwolves there. That'll be the final play of the first quarter. Thunderwolves started fast, but they kind of bogged down. Black Hill State still in the ball game after one. It's 7-3 Thunderwolves on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
7-3 Thunderwolves on top as we start the second quarter. Thunderwolves with the ball from the 36-yard line. Thompson up under center here. Cam the lone back. Double wide out left. Going to give it to Cam off the right side. Across the 36, across the 40, 43-yard line.
Yeah,
up a 7 on the play.
You think he's going down at 3 and then at 5 and then he gets 7. He's got to be over 100 yards right now. First quarter, he had 96 yards net with 1 touchdown.
So that does indeed put him over 100 at 103 yards after a little of quarter and 1 play. Now we've got an official's timeout here as the line judge looking down the field here, pointing toward the end zone. Maybe the play clock didn't start. Yeah, play clock's at 25 right now, so they're probably going to have to figure out how much time should be on the play clock.
Please reset the game clock to 14:42.
Yeah, the play clock, or the game clock didn't start. It's at 14:58, so they want to get it down to 14:42.
They want to get out of here. This game's at a rapid pace.
2nd down and 3 from the 43-yard line for the Thunderwolves. Leading the ball game 7-3. Double wide out left this time. Ball's on the right hash mark. Give it to Cam off the left side. Puts his head down. Now tries to bounce it outside. Cuts it back inside. He's got the first down and more. Ball came out. It's loose on the deck. And they're saying he's down. You're right, Joe. Forward progress. Down at the 49-yard line. Fans not liking it, but it looked like Cam's left knee was down, and then he ripped the ball free from him.
Yeah, I think that was a good call. John Reiners doesn't. And neither do the fans.
Right, exactly.
My favorite costume today is Halloween. All the coaches' wives are dressed like their husbands.
That's kind of cool. They should all put headsets on. That'd even make it even better. 1st and 10 Thunderwolves from the 48-yard line. Going to give it to the right side to Dort this time, who's into the ball game, and he goes nowhere. Right back to the line of scrimmage. Got to get Cam a break once in a while in this game. They bring Dort in here, and he didn't go anywhere that time. 2nd down and 10.
Well, that's what Bernard McDonald is so adept in, is Cam I always laughed. He would always run between the 20s, and then Bernard would score the touchdowns.
Do all the dirty work, in other words.
But Cam leads the nation in touchdowns rushing, so I guess he's gotten his share as well.
2nd and 10 now from the 48-yard line. Cooper wide to the left. Duncan now goes in motion to the left side. Fake the draw play. Here's pressure, and Thompson gets away, gets a block, and pummels the football. It's loose on the deck, but he comes up with it somehow at the 42-yard line. He just knocked the ball loose with his right thigh there as he got away from pressure, and then the ball just came loose.
Well, they didn't buy the play action with Cameron McDonald not in the game.
So now it'll be 3rd down and 16 back at the 42-yard line.
Big Rico Stubbs, the defensive end, just kept going toward A.J. Thompson.
I think that's a great observation there, Joe. They've probably been schooled. Hey, when 14's in the game, you don't take the fake seriously. Now from the gun this time, Thompson trips to the left. It's kind of a bunch formation on the left side. Very tight to the formation as well. Straight drop back. Thunderwolves might have been delayed a game. Yep, they did not get the ball off in time. So now that'll mark it back even further. It'll make it 3rd down now and 21. So after the 3rd play from scrimmage in this game, Joe, I thought, well, it might be easy today. Up 7-0. You've already scored a touchdown, but you're going to grind it out here for a while here up in the Black Hills.
Hanging on to the ball, making mistakes.
Thompson now from the gun. Takes the snap. Play action. Now steps up in the pocket. He's flush. Now rolls right. Looks up the sideline. He's going to have to run and just runs out of bounds. You know, he needed Cooper that time to just go ahead and take off, and Cooper was just kind of just shielding his man up the field. Thompson wanted him to go long down the sideline. Thompson just had to eat it. Now the Thunderwolves have to punt the football away, and of course it's an adventure with their punt unit.
Trying to see who's back there. It's Brock Davies against, no?
I think they're looking for Brock to get in the game. Here he comes. He's late to the party. Now he runs out onto the field. It's down to 9 seconds on the play clock. Thunderwolves botched the last punt attempt. Ball's handled this time. He gets the punt away with the wind. Good kick this time. Going to be handled at the 17-yard line. Makes the first man miss, though, up the sideline. Across the 25, out around the 28-yard line. Saving tackle there. That time for the Thunderwolves, Josh Johnson. Special teams specialist, like to call him. He's very good in coverage. And he had to be that time saving tackle there before that got up the sideline. Good punt, though, by Brock Davies that time under some pressure.
You have no idea how big of an adventure this is today.
7-3, Pack on top. 11:44 to go here in the first half. From the gun, it'll be Ryan Hommel, the quarterback. Takes the snap. He's going to do the read option thing, run it around the left side, turns the corner. He's across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Relatively short gain. Gains 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Kind of a keep the defense honest play that time as he faked it into the middle to Paris.
Positive yardage. That's all that play was, is to get some positive yardage. They're into the teeth of this wind now.
2nd down and 7 from the 31-yard line. Ball's on the left hash mark. They're going to go trips to the right. That's the wide side on this formation. Bring Shane Brooks in, the backup tailback. Here comes heavy pressure, and they sack him. Ball's loose, and it's picked up by the right tackle, and he goes down at the 26-yard line as Andrew Blaylock ended up with the ball. And you did the smart thing there, Joe. Rather than try to run it when you got a big 77 on your back, you just get to the turf.
Yeah, no need to scoop and try and just go down.
Thunderwolves came on a jailbreak blitz that time.
And that was Morgan Fox almost getting the sack and causing the fumble.
So it's all the way back to the 26-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 12 now for the Yellow Jackets.
This is where Hommel's dangerous with his feet.
He's on the right hash mark this time. Here comes Fox on the pressure. They flush him, and Payer makes the stop as they throw the screen pass out in the flat to Paris. And he's taken down.
For another loss.
All the way back to the 23-yard line. There's what they love about Brandon Payer. He can get over there on the edge. If you want to play Thunderwolves for the defense, you got to be able to run.
Side to side, north and south, and you have to be able to hit. And they love Brandon Payer, especially just the physicality of Brandon Payer.
So it's 4th and 15. See what this punter Edens can do into the wind. Low end-over-end job, and takes a great bounce over the head of Duncan. He chases it down all the way back inside the 25, and he's hauled down at the 23-yard line. An incredible bounce on that punt as it just bounced right over the head of Duncan. And a great stop up the field. Caleb Garino, a sophomore out of San Leandro, California, made the stop that time for the Yellow Jackets. What a punt that time by Edens. I don't think that punt was more than 15 feet off the ground, Joe, but it was that end-over-end job, and it took a high bounce. Like a bad hop single.
Black Hills State is winning the special teams battle right now.
Thompson up under center. Ball at the 23-yard line. Cam the lone back. They give it to him off the right side. And squirts his way across the 25 out to about the 27-yard line. Yards a little hard to come by right now for the Thunderwolves in the running game. They still pick up 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
You know, Austin Miles is now in at one of the guards replacing Chance Rodriguez. So this offensive line's been together. It's a little bit of a makeshift offensive line today for Csu-Pueblo. Got to get them targeted right, they say.
Forsgren in the ball game. He splits wide to the right this time. Cooper wide to the left. They run it right side to Cam. Puts his head down across the 35, 40. Oh, and he stumbles there and out to the 43-yard line just before he was off to the races. But a huge hole off the right side, and Cam squirted through there, and a first down for the Thunderwolves.
16 yards. That could have gone to the house.
He is a home run waiting to happen. The ultimate power hitter from the running back position is Cam McDonald. 1st and 10 out to the 43-yard line. Dort into the ball game. He's the lone back. Eckhoff in the slot to the right here. Probably going motion, maybe. We'll see here. Nope, he's going to remain set. Give it to Dort off the right side, and he's taken down immediately. Going to lose a yard on the play back to the 40. Well, they're going to give him forward progress to the 43. It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
I think everybody wanted an illegal motion penalty. Some of the offensive line kind of flinched, but it was right before the ball was snapped, so they got away with it. If they'd have taken any more time.
Yeah, it just looked a little squirrely. 2nd down and 10 from the 43-yard line. So again, the Thunderwolves here facing a passing situation, so you can't really do the play action. They're going to just not admire it, I guess you'd say, with Dort. But they are going to give it to Dort off the left side. Puts his head down, and he runs right into the back of his offensive lineman that time, Corbin Feenstra, the backup center. Tried to make his own hole. He gets it out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Gains 3, third down now and 7.
That was actually a great play by Fredlet Dort to get 3 yards on that. They kind of, like you said, when they haven't bought the play action when he's been in there, and that time they were coming all guns, and he was able to get 3.
So it's 3rd and 7 now. Double wide out right. As Williams is into the ball game this time, to Sean Williams. And they are going to run play action, read option, and Thompson all kinds of room. He's got the first down. He's get it down, though. He slipped on that turf, and now Duncan is hurt. As he got caught up there on the block, he gets up, and he's kind of mad. You know, he's had this whole year where he's been healthy, and that's the last thing you need is Kieran Duncan to get an injury. He's going to come out of the ball game, but he's running pretty much at full steam. I think he's all right. Probably just got dinged up a little bit on that play. Now he kind of limps once he gets to the sideline. Going to go check it out. Now he's down on both knees across the way. Their trainer looking him over. 1st and 10 for the Thunderbolts, 44-yard line of the Yellow Jackets, leading 7-3. Cam back in the ball game. He gives him the handoff off the left side and goes nowhere. Good pursuit. Coming down the line of scrimmage there, Matt Singleton. Junior out of Thousand Oaks, California, making the stop. It's a gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9 now for the Thunderbolts. Down to 7:15 to go here in this first half. Thunderbolts lead it 7-3.
Kind of an interesting dichotomy with this defense. They focus on the run so much that it's like they guess right. The play action, though, has been a godsend when Cam McDonald is in the game.
And he's still in the game here. 2nd and 9, the lone back. Going to run play action right side. Thompson rolling right. Fires it up the sideline. Ball is caught by Cooper. He's got the first down at right at the sticks. Forward progress. They are going to give him the 33-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Thunderbolts. Little comeback route up the sideline that time by Cooper.
He comes back, but then he keeps coming back once he catches the ball. He's got to catch and either sit or turn and go.
So 1st and 10, Thunderwolves at the 33-yard line of the Yellow Jackets here. Clock rolls, 6.5 minutes to go first half, 7-3. Thunderwolves on top. Thompson up under center this time. Cam the lone back. Double wide out left. They're going to hand the ball left side to Cam. Bounces it outside across the 30. 25, puts his head down inside the 20. Skirts down to about the 16-yard line. 17 yards on the run for Cam McDonald. And now we've got an injured ball player on the field, and it is a Yellow Jacket. Flat on his back. Looks like the left cornerback.
I think that's who Cam McDonald just ran over.
He's up now in the seated position. I don't think he's going to be down for very long, so we'll keep it right here at this point. 6:18 to go first half. Thunderwolves lead at 7-3. Cam McDonald, a 71-yard touchdown run on the third play from scrimmage for the Pack today. But then the Thunderwolves, with their makeshift special teams punt formation, with the backup long snapper, Trace Gray, threw a kind of a low snap back to Brock Davies, the emergency punter, unable to handle it. And they turned the ball over, and Black Hill State had a short field. They were unable to get a first down from the red zone, but they ended up getting a field goal from 27 yards out. The injured player is up. And he's got his jersey all bunched up around him there. I can't tell who it is, Joe. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. He's got a lot of hair, I know that. But that's not a rarity anymore in today's day and age. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Thunderwolves. Run the draw play. Cam up the middle, and he's taken down from behind right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a short gain on the play. Gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. On the stop, Henry Ulrichsen, senior out of Columbine High School in Denver, Colorado. Big Colorado influence on this Black Hill State ball club. They recruit the Denver area pretty good.
They just don't have any money. They have 20 scholarships.
Yeah. That's not going to get it done. 2nd down and 9, they're going to call it. from the 15-yard line. I formation this time. They pitch it left side to Cam. He's got the lead block. Gets around the corner, across the 10. Puts his head down, squirts down inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line. Looked like the lead block that time. I think it was Grant Neal who was in the ball game this time, Joe. Yes, indeed. Grant was the lead fullback on the play, and he sprung Cam for the first down. First and goal at the 4. Well, that's a nice luxury when you can run 2 fullbacks into the game, keep them fresh.
I'm surprised they don't do more of that quick toss with Cam to get the one-on-one blocking out on the edges like that. They like to do that zone blocking and get him up the middle, but he's so good on the edges too.
First and goal from the 4-yard line. I formation. They leave Neal in the ball game to play fullback. Cam is the I back. Thompson up under center. Give it to Cam off the left side. Big hole. Puts his head down and just barrels his way into the end zone. There was a roadblock standing at the goal line. That roadblock stood no chance. Like a tank.
Cam McDonald is just good.
Extra point upcoming. And again, the extra points are not always automatic anymore when you got Trace. It sounds like we're picking on Trace Gray, but he's in a job he's not familiar with. He's the backup emergency long snapper. Radaball is the holder. Radaball's got to be on his A game here. Be sharp. Good snap, though, right on the money. Ball's down, kick is up, and it is good. That was executed beautifully. 4:58 to go here in the first half. Thunderwolves restore a little order. They lead it 14-3. Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
Here's the kickoff by O'Donnell. High kick. Taken at the 11-yard line, across the 20, 25, and then a big hit. Flag is down. We're going to get an illegal block here against the Yellow Jackets. On the stop for the Thunderwolves, that's Zach Young, the redshirt freshman, coming over to make the stop. Well, the Nakarados have made the trip up here, Joe. And
a lot of people made it up.
I see Don down there. He's got his iHeart radio application in his ear. Now he's checking to make sure I'm talking about him, but he's going to school everybody on how to use their iHeart radio application the correct way to listen to Thunderwolves football. Holding or illegal block the call against Black Hill State, so that's going to mark the ball back inside the 20.
10 yards. Excuse me.
So Black Hill State now finds himself down in the ball game, 14-3.
I invite you to join them for great food and beverages after the game. The stadium is the home of the Macho and Nacho, the most often imitated.
Yellow Jackets still gathered around the sideline here. They'll just run right out to the line of scrimmage here. Thunderwolves defense already ready to go.
That's the stadium sports grid.
Thunderwolves defense looks over to the sideline. They're ready to see the personnel package that Black Hill State brings out, and that's when Hunter Hughes signals the defense in. Here it comes. He's making the signal right now as everybody looking over. Hummel from the gun this time. He adjusts Paris to his left hip. Fakes it to him. Here comes pressure pass down the middle. Almost it is intercepted at the 31-yard line. The ball was deflected by the first man. And then coming over is the man that made the play on special teams. Coming over to make the interception, Zach Young.
Zach Young, pitch.
Thought the ball was going to be picked perhaps by the corner of the initial coverage. They batted it in the air, and then Young flew over to make the grab.
That's why they do the tip drill.
So the Thunderwolves take over at the 32-yard line of the Yellow Jackets here with 4:48 to go in the first half.
Zach Young, I believe he's out of Doherty High School. He's already got a touchdown this year. Remember, he was the scoop and score scooper off a blocked punt earlier this year.
So Thompson up under center this time. He has Cam the lone back. Eckhoff in motion, left side of the formation, resets. Run the draw play to Cam off the right side. Eckhoff now the lead blocker, tries to get around the corner. Oh, Cam just puts his head down and blasts the would-be tackler on the sideline. Gets up the field. He ran out of real estate, but it's just so fun to watch him just blow guys up in the run game. I mean, coming over to make the stop that time for the Yellow Jackets, I believe it was Thayer Sauter, and he just got pancaked.
Well, Daniel Fagboy, he just got taken out because he just got manhandled.
Second down and 3 from the 25-yard line. Cam the lone back. And Eckhoff stays in the game. He's the lead blocking tight end. Now he adjusts to the left side of the formation. They run to the Cam up the middle, kind of jogs his way in down to around the 21-yard line. Couple little stutter steps that time for Cam, trying to decide which way to go. And Joe, when nothing opened up, he just said, I'll put my head down, get the first down, and move the chains. That's the good thing to do.
They haven't baffled this defensive front. They're just standing there waiting for the action to come to them. They're not engaging. They're just kind of seeing to which way it's going to get blocked, and by the time they figure it out, he's 4 yards down the field. It's a very passive defensive front. I've never seen this before.
Letlow and Eckhoff line up right next to each other with Riston, the other tight end, on this right side. Thompson up under center. They're going to stay power to the right. They give it to Cam off the right side. That's a lot of bodies on that right side. Cam not able to go anywhere. Thing is, when you have a lot of blockers in one spot, Joe, it attracts a lot of attention.
Well, that one, sometimes you run that play to set up the next play. That didn't look like it was going to go anywhere from the get-go. And I just, like I said, I've never seen a defense. You know, you're taught to fire off the ball, and these guys are there snapping the ball and kind of almost standing up, waiting to see which way the play is going to go.
Almost like a zone defense on the defensive end, yeah. 2nd down and 9 from the 20. 14-3, Thunderwolves on top. 3:12 to go here in the first half. Thompson up under center. Eckhoff in motion to the left side of the formation this time. They're going to run it left. Cam trying to bounce it outside. Gets a block. Now knifes inside. He was right on the back of Corbin Feenstra that time. But pretty good job by the defense there, taking on the block of Feenstra and then clogging things up. It ends up being a gain of about 3. It's going to be 3rd down and 6 now from the Thunderwolves from the 17-yard line.
Look for something to Zach Boyd across the middle maybe now, or even A.J. calling his own number. He needs that 6-7 yards right up the gut.
And it's not out of the question to think that this might be 4-down territory, especially when you're dealing with your backup long snapper here on a field goal situation. Depends on the down and distance, of course. Thompson takes the snap. He's going to run it on the read option across the 15 down to about the 14, and where he's taken down. Ball came out late, and it's covered up by one of the linemen, but forward progress was signaled dead at the 14-yard line. So now the Thunderwolves face a situation here. It's 4th down and 3. Do you try the field goal, or do you go for it? John Riston thinking about it, thinking long and hard here. Ordinarily, it'd be an automatic. You just send your field goal unit out there.
They're going for it.
They're going to go for it, especially when you're dealing with the problems they've got at the long snapper situation here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and about 3 from the 14-yard line. We're down to 1:50 to go. Thunderwolves are going to take as much time off the clock as possible. Then they're going to take a timeout, I think. Well, they're coming up to the line right now. Down to 5 on the play clock.
But McDonald's not in.
And now timeout is taken by Black Hills State. So we'll take a quick 30. 1:42 to go here in the first half. Thunderwolves lead it 14-3 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Your guy that I would go to is not even in the game, and that's Zach Boyd.
Yep, Cam's in the game. Now they're going to run I formation here with Patrick O'Malley on 4th and 3. They're going to pitch it left side to Cam. Tries to bounce it outside. They've got him contained, and he's thrown down. Well, ends up being a big-time trick on the Thunderwolves offense. Ball goes over on downs.
Gives the home crowd a little something to cheer about. I mean, you only have 1:36 to go, so you kind of figure your defense is going to good for that.
And that's all a direct result of the Thunderwolves not having their usual long snapper. Trace Gray's done a decent job today on the extra points. He's had the bad snap on the one punt. But John Riston electing, you know what, I'm not going to have something really dangerous blow up in my face here and have a block kick or a bad snap ended up in a touchdown or something going the other way. I'm going to rely on my offense to pick up 3 yards. They don't get it done, but you can't really fault the thought process. They're going to hand it off up the middle. Now Thunderwolves can use their timeouts now, and that's what they should do, I believe. Here, the ball's handed in the middle. Only a gain of a yard, but the Thunderwolves elect not to use their timeouts right here. They do get the ball first to start the second half. Thunderwolves have all 3 of their timeouts remaining, Joe. I'm a little baffled why they don't take one.
And the wind. It's like Black Hill State and John Reiner saying, hey, we'll take being down 14-3.
Down to 15 on the play clock, 1:05 to go on the game clock. They do snap the ball a little early. Here they go, run it, roll a left pass up the middle, caught across the 20, 25-yard line. They get the first down. Well, it's a moot point now as Black Hill State moves the chain. So now you forget about using the timeouts, I would think.
Yeah, if you were going to do it, it would have to been after that first play.
Now Black Hill State has to decide whether they want to try to make something out of this or just get into the locker room here. They are going to go a little bit of a hurry up here. Long count by Hama. Now he'll look over to the sideline. Yeah, I think they're just content to get in the locker room here, down 14-3.
I think he's kind of looking at his two wideouts. Darius Williams and Brian Jones are in press coverage right up on the line of scrimmage. So they're in single coverage, but nope, they hand the ball off.
And it goes nowhere. Coming from the backside, Esta going to make the stop. We're under 30 to go now, down to 25 seconds. It'll be second down. And the Thunderwolves, knowing they get the ball first to start the second half, it's almost as if they're content just to get this half over with.
Black Hill State's already walking to the locker room.
Yep, their bench knows it, so they're heading off. You know, I see down here on the right side, Darius Williams said, "What are you guys doing? You're behind in the game." The cornerback for the Thunderwolves. All right, that does it. Ends the first half. Thunderwolves lead it 14-3. Tony Wright will have our halftime scoreboard show. It all comes your way next on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Wolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
To Lyle Harris Stadium. We thank Tony Wright for getting you up to date on all the action going on around the country. Here on our early ball game here today. Kickoff was noon today from Lyle Harris Stadium here in Spearfish, South Dakota. Buses across the way I see for the Thunderwolves are all fueled up. They're all ready for about an hour and a half, 2 hours from now when they have to haul the team off. Nice day up here in Spearfish. Kind of breezy though. But temperature around 60. Could be a lot worse here on the last day of October. Halloween here in the beautiful Black Hills. And we all know about it. We always, Pueblo and Colorado lore, Halloween is usually always about the time we get the first big snowstorm of the year, somewhere around there within 3 or 4 days either way. And so far we've kind of lucked out, but so we all know what can happen this time of year as far as snowstorms. A couple years ago back up here in the Black Hills had a terrible storm right about this time. Actually, it was about a week earlier than where we're at now, and it killed hundreds of thousands of cattle up here when they had one of the blizzards roll through. So we all know what it could be. Take a look at the first half numbers here as the Thunderwolves lead the ball game 14-3. Cameron McDonald with both touchdowns for the Thunderwolves in the game. Trey Fleming with a 27-yard field goal for Black Hills State. That accounts for the scoring. Thunderwolves with 11 first downs. Black Hills State with only 2. Thunderwolves had 175 yards on the ground, 33 through the air, 208 yards total offense on 41 plays from scrimmage. Black Hills only 10 yards rushing, only 31 passing, 41 yards total offense on 24 plays from scrimmage. Thunderwolves did fumble once and lose it. That was on the botched punt formation. And elsewhere here, some of the numbers. Not many penalties called in this ball game. As 1 penalty on the Thunderwolves, 1 penalty called on Black Hills State. Time of possession, Thunderwolves dominating that category. 19 minutes, 10 seconds to 10 minutes, 50 seconds for Black Hills State. Individual numbers. First for the Thunderwolves. McDonald, 21 carries for 176 yards and the 2 touchdowns. Remember, he had the 71-yarder for the touchdown, this long run of the day. A.J. Thompson, 6 carries for 9 yards when you factor in the sack yardage. Fredlet Dort, 3 carries for 3. Isaiah Jackson did get in the ball game. He ran a reverse for no gain. Black Hills State, Hommel, 4 carries for 11 when you factor in the sack yardage. Passing, A.J. Thompson, 4 of 8, did have the 1 interception, 33 yards, no touchdowns. Hommel, 7 of 13, had 2 picks for 31 yards. Cooper caught 3 for 20, Eckhoff 1 for 13. Kreisel 2 for 16, Adamson 2 for 9, Brooks 1 for 6, Jones 1 for 3. Defense, Payer with 5 tackles, Essica with 5 tackles, lead away for the Thunderwolves. Cody Ben with 10 to lead the way for Black Hills State. 14-3 here at halftime. Thunderwolves on top, back for the second half in 2 minutes on Fox Sports Pueblo.
This year, Parkview.
And welcome back for the second half. Here from beautiful Spearfish, South Dakota. We're about a half hour to the west of Rapid City. Right here in the Mount Rushmore area. There's a lot of things to do here. It's not only Mount Rushmore, Joe, but you vacation up here as well, and there's lots of things you can do. Bring the kids up and have a good time.
It's just a nice area. It's clean. It's safe. It's beautiful. You know, we're used to the Rocky Mountains. These are hills. These are literally hills, but it's kind of a neat place. Very serene.
Of course, Deadwood just down the road here. If you want to get your gambling fix on.
We talk about players playing hurt all the time. Jim and I are a little. We got a little bad. I'd like to say bad shrimp last night, but it was bad nachos, and it about knocked us both down. So we're battling back. We're playing through the pain.
It was an adventurous night.
You know, we share a lot of hotel rooms with people, and you get to know them quite well. And I felt bad for the cleaning lady.
Onside kick on a quickie here, and the Thunderwolves recovered. They were ready.
Josh Johnson is just, he looked at him like, I knew that was coming. Thanks for kicking it right to me. And now they're going to be inside Black Hills territory to start.
Yeah, Johnson excited about it. Well, that's good. He made a great play there. They just kind of like they were going to spread out to get lined up, and then the kicker just booted it.
You know, the music was still playing. People were still settling into their seats for halftime.
15 minutes.
So the Thunderwolves now will take over at the 47-yard line of the Yellow Jackets. In fact, they want the clock reset to 15 because there was no chance for any time to run off of there. As soon as the ball's touched, it was down.
Zach Boyd kind of tweaked his ankle last week, Jim, and I have not seen him out there. And I'm looking at him on the sideline. I don't see him out there either.
Yeah, they've been running most of the game here. In fact, the entire game with Eckhoff, Riston, and Letlow. So Thompson up under center here on 1st and 10 in Yellow Jacket territory to start this second half. They run it to Cam up the middle. Hurdles his way across the line of scrimmage down to the 43-yard line. And I do mean hurdle. He just launched himself into the pile. Gains 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
He's trying to get that 200 quick so he can call it good. He's over 1,500 yards through 8 games.
Well, on his first touchdown, the long run of the day, he did kind of almost hurdle or skip his way through the line of scrimmage and then got into the clear.
He's just so thick and so nimble for being so thick.
2nd down and 6 at the 43-yard line of the Yellow Jackets. Thunderwolves lead at 14-3.
Good to see Duncan out there still.
Cam the lone back. They run the reverse to Duncan. Looks for the block. AJ gets the block. Turns the corner. Gets up the field. But Cooper unable to get rid of his man on the left side. Ends up being a gain of maybe a yard on the play. Is all down to the 42-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
It's a long way to go to get a yard.
The Yellow Jacket.
Cooper out. Riston checks back in this triple tight end power set. Big Ty McCulley there on the edge of the huddle. It was his birthday yesterday, his 21st birthday. Happy birthday, Ty. 3rd and 5 for the Thunderwolves. Power formation to the left. Duncan, the lone receiver, to the right here. Cam, the lone back. Give it to Cam off the left side. Puts his head down, 1st down and more as he's inside the 35 down to about the 32-yard line. You can tell the strategy of Black Hill State in tackling Cam McDonald is probably a sound strategy. You don't want to take him on up high. You got to get down on his legs, and they're cutting him.
Down to the 32. He knew that they needed 5. I mean, he just knew when he hit the hole, I'm going to get 5, and we're going to move the chains.
So 1st and 10 pack at the 32-yard line. 14-3. Thunderwolves on top. 13:30 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Cooper in the game. Splits wide to the right. Triple tight end set to the left. They're going to hand it left. McDonald across the 30. And scores through there down the sideline. Came out of the stack. Touchdown! Are you kidding me, Joe? I lost sight of him. He is so smallish in there. And he just squirted out of the pile. And to everybody's astonishment, he's into the end zone.
That's why he is the best running back in the nation. There's a scrum. You rugby football where you see the ball kind of go and somebody squirts out. That was Cameron McDonald for 32 yards.
An extra point attempt upcoming here for Greg O'Donnell. Good snap. Ball's down. Kick is up, and it is good. Good start to the second half for the Thunderwolves. They recover the onside kick. And then take it right down the field. 21-3, Thunderwolves on top on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Free, never tasted.
Thunderwolves on top. It's bobbled. It's into the end zone. He doesn't have to bring it out, but he does. Freshman mistake there across the 3, and that is it. Ball was bobbled, but the impetus of the kickoff took it into the end zone. The return man didn't have to bring it out after that. It's like a muff situation, but he elected to try to bring it out of there, panicked, and taken down deep.
On their own 4-yard line.
On the return, that is not a freshman. It's actually a sophomore, Hairston Belcher. I was talking to Tony Wright there, Joe, during the timeout there, and he's watching the game on the live stream. And that's all he could say. Just incredible, astonishing run there by Cameron McDonald, just to see him scored out of the pile like that.
He's the only guy I know that turns 2-yard gains into 32-yard touchdowns. And they gave him all the way up to the 4-yard line.
Generous.
For the...
I thought it was the 2. Well, they go to the 4, but that was just a mistake there. You can down it once it goes past you on into the end zone. So tough spot here for this anemic offense for Black Hills State.
This is where you pin your ears back.
They hand it off up the middle, and little attitude run there. Getting it forward is Fidel Paris. Now, speaking of the live stream, of course, I get a lot of people saying, well, how come they can't sync up your audio with the video from Black Hills State? Well, it's 2 different productions, folks. I have no power over it. A lot of things Joe and I don't have much power over. That's one of them we don't. So you're just going to have to use your imagination, or I don't know what's ahead of what. I'm imagining our audio feed's probably a little bit behind the video feed.
Well, I think it has to do with the home field. Too.
Right, it's their production. Here's a roll to the left pass, incomplete, smack down at the end of the play was Hommel, as Brandon Pear coming through there on the blitz just punished him. 3rd down now.
This is when you love to play defense, just pin them back. You can see LaRon Tarkington getting a little bit of time today. I haven't seen Brandon Henry. I finally see Brandon Henry in there now.
Yeah, Tarkenton's got that big brace on his left knee. He's got to hinder him a little bit, but he's out there giving it a go.
Actually, that's not Brandon. That's Jeremy Hunt. Oh, nice
left
play.
Side, incomplete.
Brian Jones he's had a heck of a football game today. Cornerback.
Yeah, I see Tarkenton is. He's in.
Yeah, he came in a little bit. He's playing sparingly, trying to get back. He's got that brace on.
So 4th down there. So that's almost like that's got to be good coaching. They're reading your keys to be in that kind of position that early on defense.
Oh, without question. They just watch the quarterback. They see a formation. They know tendency. It's not always right, but it's pretty right.
Rugby-style kick here, angled toward the sideline, and Thunderbolt's going to have great field position. As punting into the wind this time, it just didn't work well for Jess Edens, and he missed it off to the right. And look at him trying to buy some yardage over there. The coaching staff of the Thunderbolts is saying it's got to be the 35. The referee says no, 40 or the 37. So he killed him for 2 yards there. And they are really saying, come on, man. John Riston's still down there pointing at the sideline because the ball hit right here. You can see the divot.
As I was happy to see on that punt return was Kieran Duncan back to return punts. He left the game earlier with the little dinged up, and this team cannot get more dinged up.
So Thunderbolts with great field position from the 37-yard line. Play action. Thompson rolls left, fires down the sideline. Ball caught inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line.
Was that Cole Forsgren? No, it was Anthony Reeves. Another tight end.
Testing my depth chart here.
Well,
That's what they're doing.
John Riston told us a lot of guys are going to get looks, but you can only bring 60 on the road these days. It used to be 54, but now they can bring 60.
It's 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. Bring Eckhoff in motion to the right side. Oh, play action. There was nobody there to fake to, so Thompson's just going to run it and gets as much as he can. Gets it back to the line of scrimmage. He turned to hand the ball off, and there was nobody there.
Cam McDonald looked at the bench and said, I went right, AJ turned left, we got 0.
Yeah, we'll never know, I guess, who was at fault until we ask the coaches exactly on that play. Now, last week, remember in the game, Joe, they went the wrong way on the pitch, but McDonald still scored on play. Bernard, when they pitched it to him, he went the wrong way. He still caught the pitch, turned it around the right side, and scored a touchdown. That's how fast he is. Eckhoff in motion to the right side of the formation. They give it right up the middle of the camp. Tries to bounce it out to the edge, and he's going to move the stack down close to the 15-yard line. Short gain on the play.
We'll bring up 3rd down.
Thunderbolts giving that illusion. They're going to throw the little swing pass here as Eckhoff comes in motion across the formation, trying to freeze that linebacker on that side.
I guess John Riston, they pay us a good compliment by the coverage they get in the Chieftain and on radio, because he's not really necessarily straight with us when it comes to injuries.
3rd down and 7. Dort in the ball game. Play action. Thompson sets in the pocket. Fires corner route. He's got a man open. Caught. Touchdown. Kieran Duncan. Great grab by Duncan as he looked that in. He knew he was going to take a shot, but he got it. Got the 1 foot down he needed. Touchdown, Thunderwolves. Great pass that time by Thompson, zipping it over here into the flat. And Duncan making the grab. Now O'Donnell in to try the extra point. He rat a ball the holder. Remember, Trace Gray is the long snapper. Good snap. Ball's down. Kick is up, and it is good. Trace Gray's done a great job on kicks on the field goals today, extra point kicks. 28-3. Thunderwolves on top. 11:01 to go here in the third quarter on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Parkview.
I can't tweet from my phone. It's my fingers aren't working, Jim.
a little chilly?
No, I'm not cold.
It could be the illness.
Yeah,
Here's
dehydrated.
Here's the kickoff return out across the 15 to the 18, 19-yard line. Well, it's always a great situation when you get hit by food poisoning at a local eatery in the middle of the night, and then you get up the next morning and you find out from people, oh, yeah, we never eat there.
We never eat there.
You don't want to eat there. Well, thanks for... Why don't you kind of, telepathically tell us not to go there?
Oh, my goodness. But we're here. We're bringing you sights and sounds, tweets. You'll have great stories tomorrow in the Chieftain.
Love it.
Got a lot of time to write.
1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Will they run the jet sweep? No. They're going to fake it. Now they're going to look left. Throwback screen right. Caught and not getting very far, but able to break one tackle. Boy, Brandon Pear trying to get over there. He's complaining that he was held on the play. But they do get the screen pass completed on the right side. That's Fidel Paris. He's out of Legacy High School in Thornton, Colorado. We mentioned that they really hit the Colorado market hard for their recruiting, does Black Hills State. They try to get into Denver. Get some kids up here. They try to get them on the field in a hurry.
I'm guessing John Reiners makes the most of his trips down out of the hills. Gets 5 or 6 guys at a time.
2nd down and 5 from the 24-yard line. Going to roll the pocket left this time. Here comes pressure. Gets the pass away. It was a grounder, but was it? No, I was going to say, man, that'd be a miracle of all catches if somehow he's able to come up with that one, and it's not grabbed by Trey Fleming.
We talked with John Riston Wednesday night on the coaches show. He likes John Reiners, and so do I. He's a great guy to talk to during the week. He's very observant. He knows what's going on in the league. He played at Shadron, so he knows the RMAC. He knows he's going to get it turned around here.
Ben Essica showing, puts it, almost fell down and gathered himself and stays on side, and now Black Hills State calls the audible. Ben was trying to time that up.
You could see his smile from here. He knew. I hope he still goes.
3rd and 5 from the 24. Here he comes off the edge, ducks around his man. They pass it up the side, and the ball's deflected and intercepted. And there's that man, Joseph Jones, coming over off the deflection and hauling the ball in, and he is mobbed on the sideline. There's the tip drill again, Joe. It's worked beautifully today for the Thunderwolves. They're going to have great field position again.
It took him how many years to get one, and now he's got 2. He's a junior. He hadn't had one until, was it last week or the week before? Now he's got 2.
So Thunderwolves again from the 47-yard line. All 3 of their possessions have started in Black Hills State territory here. Early on in this third quarter, still have 10:28 to go in the third quarter. Thunderwolves now lead at 28-3. Thompson is up under center I formation here as they bring in the fullback. I think it's O'Malley this time to play the fullback. Well, no, actually it's Neal to play fullback. Right side, McDonald, and he's close to the first down, just trying to drag himself free from that last saving tackle, but somehow able to get his hands on him was Henry Ulrichson, senior out of Columbine High School. Makes it a gain of 9, 2nd down and a yard. I had to think Cam thought he was off to the races there.
Well, and I'm wondering when they're going to shut him down today. You're up 28. I know John likes that 4-touchdown lead, that cushion.
Right.
So, and I know Cam, this has never been a numbers team. They like the number at the end of the year. But he's definitely a Harlan Hill candidate. And
here's Letlow in motion to the left side. They give it to Cam off the left side. Stiff arm, and he's hit and moves forward. He gets the first down, though. He just did what he needed to do. Joe's good to point that out from time to time. Cam knows where those sticks are better than any other back we've seen here for the Thunderwolves, and just gets what he needs, comes out of the ball game. And that familiar pose, Joe, I love the way he kind of rests that helmet on the top of his head with the face mask just resting above his forehead. Hands on hip.
And he's had some hairdos through the years.
He has.
He's done the George Jefferson. He's done the...
He's had the different colors.
Oh, yeah. He's tried all kinds.
Every day's Halloween. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Play action. Thompson rolls to his right. Fires down the right sideline. Forsgren's open inside the 15. Up the sideline. Cuts back in. And he stepped out of bounds, though, back up here around the 8-yard line, I believe. Yep, at the 9's where they're going to spot him. It's still a nice run after the catch Joe, you and I like this guy, Cole Forsgren, the redshirt freshman out of Gilbert, Arizona. Maybe a late bloomer, if you can say such a thing about a redshirt freshman, but he's coming into his own.
He was unguarded. He just got a 24-yard pass. There was nobody on him. Talk about a blown coverage. Maybe we'll see Freidlich try and get one in the end zone.
Ball's at the 9-yard line, 1st and goal for the Thunderwolves.
You know, he scored last week and he got mobbed.
Letlow in motion to the left side of the formation. They give it to Freidlich off the left side, cuts it back in. He's inside the 5 down to about the 4-yard line.
Played by number 14, Freidlich Dort. On the stop, number 37, Travis Groves.
So it'll be 2nd down and goal for the Thunderwolves. We're down to 8:35 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Thunderwolves lead it 28-3.
There's some of these teams in the RMAC, they're worried about their numbers, the Mitch Glossmans and the Dvoraks, and they want to put up these video game-like numbers. Csu-Pueblo doesn't care who scores; they just want the score.
I formation here on 2nd and goal. Ball's right in the middle of the field. They give it to Freidlich, right up the middle, cuts back inside to the goal line, touchdown. Freidlich Dort on into the end zone. The junior out of Lake Worth, Florida. There's that 4-touchdown lead you're talking about, Joe, and that might be the end of seeing Cameron McDonald today, but that's all right. Freidlich's out there.
Well, and the last score I saw, Mesa was up on Mines 7-0, a pick 6. So it's just setting up next week.
O'Donnell in to try the kick. High snap this time, but it's handled. The kick is up, pulled to the left, but it's snuck inside that left upright. 8:10 to go. 3rd quarter. Thunderwolves with 3 touchdowns in the quarter, lead it 35-3 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Don't.
You try and type in Freidlich, and the autocorrect kind of goes crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't recognize that name. Ball's blown off the tee again, so the Thunderwolves are going to have somebody come in and hold it.
14-0. Mesa leads Mines. Jim, that could mean next Saturday at the Thunder Bowl for the RMAC Championship.
Oh, we love it. That means, back-to-back for us. We got a high school game Friday nights for a high school championship, South and Centennial.
Well, I don't know if you saw, the Centennial picked up a win today as Highlands Ranch forfeited 3 games, and one of them was to the Centennial Bulldogs.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So their power points have just increased.
Here's the kick. Going to sail, taken at the 5-yard line, across the 10, 15. Oh, look at the pursuit by the Thunderwolves, and getting down there, I think that's Ronell McNeil.
Return for the Yellow Jackets.
I think it's North Shongola, that one of the guys that we thought we might call his name.
1st and 10 Yellow Jackets.
Man,
he's a defensive back.
Flying down there and just getting in the way to make the stop.
Post-game wrap-up at the Joy Center, sponsored by the Stadium Sports Grill.
Yeah, but anyway, Centennial and South on Friday night. Tony Wright will have that game for you right here on Fox Sports Pueblo. Joe and I will do our TV deal. And then battle for the RMAC title the next afternoon.
It's only getting better. We've had a pretty good run so far this year, and it's only getting better.
Ball's at the 14-yard line for the Yellow Jackets. Hommel, the quarterback. Play action. Pass left side. Ball caught this time. 1st down out across the 25 to about the 26-yard line. Little turn-in pattern here on the left side.
Good enough for a Yellow Jacket 1st down.
Josh, Joe Jones, a safety, was about a step late from making that just a head-on collision.
Jerome Kreisel on the grab that time. He's a senior out of Green River, Wyoming. Beautiful Green River area of Wyoming. Lovely canyon there, big old reservoir. Ever been up there, Joe?
I have.
Not a bad area.
We are in the middle of open space right now.
There are a lot of places, as our running mate this weekend, Dale Cresswell, said, a lot of places to hide up here.
Yeah, if you don't want to be found, come up here.
There's a handoff up the middle. Ian Kelly making the stop for the Thunderwolves as they give the ball off the right side to Paris. 2nd down and 8 from the 28-yard line. 7:15 to go, 3rd quarter. Thunderwolves lead it 35-3. A lot of fresh faces starting to sprinkle into the ball game here for the Thunderwolves. We'll pick them up as we go here. And they hand the ball up again to Paris across the 30 to the 35. Probably their best run today. Still going to be short of the 1st down, but at least moving ball forward, some positive yardage.
Brings up 3rd and 1 from the Yellow Jacket.
I'm just looking now. Josh Johnson's in.
Alex Belkonis, right, playing nose guard now.
Ryan Merrill.
See Garrett Vidal on the defensive line. Here on 3rd and a yard. They give it up the middle. First down. Out across the 40. And now make that their best run of the day. That's a 10-yard gain for Fidel Paris.
This is the time where Hunter Hughes makes him crazy, because some of these guys are third string. Going to the hurry up.
And they give it to Paris up the middle, and he moves out across midfield. They're going to say his knee was down at midfield, though. So a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 for Black Hills State. 6:05 to play here in the third quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 35-3. Jeremy Hunt in the game to play cornerback on the right side here for the Thunderwolves.
I haven't seen Brandon Henry in this game either.
Josh Johnson playing the linebacker. Play action. Here comes a late blitz. They flush him. Pass up the right side and then throws it to nobody. But he's outside the tackle box. So good play there by Hommel getting rid of his. Brandon Payer was flying in there. So Payer's one guy stays in the ball game because he's kind of a backup already, forced into a starting role today. So he's going to get plenty of time here today.
There's no foul for intentional grounding. Quarterback was outside the pocket, and the ball went beyond the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 5. Our referee today is Troy Antill.
Completion brings up 35 for the Yellow Jackets.
That's whose voice you heard there, making the announcement that there was no grounding. 3rd and 5 now for the Yellow Jackets. Ball inside the right hash mark. Double wide out to each side. From the gun. Paris the lone back. Now he goes in motion, flying out to the left side. They're going to throw a screen inside, bubble screen. It's caught close to the first down. Big hit there by Johnson coming over. But second effort may have got him the first down. Maybe not. There's coming up short. It's Trey Fleming. Yep, he is short by a yard. So 4th and a yard here for Black Hills State.
That's a good spot. The linesman closest to us saw where his knee went down, and then he almost got decapitated, but he was already down.
So 4th and a yard, they'll go for it from the gun. Paris is the eye back here, or the lone back. And they give it to him up the middle. He gets the first down. Moves the chains. Down to the 41-yard line. Gives the fans a chance to cheer here at Lyle Harris Stadium.
Got some cowbells out there. They have been pretty quiet.
Got a little T-shirt giveaway going on right now. Some guy in a Raiders hat.
I think he's part of the NWA. It is Halloween. You
be in full costume. First down and 10 from the 41-yard line. A big smile on his face. Here's a pass out in the right flat, and it's caught for the first down. Nice little stutter step up the sideline. Knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Good grab up there on the edge. And the ball on the grab. That's Hairston Belcher. Eric Hairston Belcher, sophomore out of Gilbert, Wyoming. The grab for the Yellow Jackets. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line of the Thunderwolves. We're down to 4:25 to go. Third quarter. Pack on top, 35-3. And play action. Pressure. Get the pass away. Caught up the sideline. Again, it's going to be good yardage this time for that man, Hairston Belcher. He's going to be short of the first down this time by 2. He's down to the 16-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Yellow Jackets. Starting to get an idea. Ryan Hommel, Joe, when he has time and he grows into this position, he's got a chance to be a pretty good one, I think. He's got good tools.
But he's going against the threes.
Exactly.
This is like an inner squad now.
And play action. Pass left. Caught inside the 10. Down to about the 4-yard line. Quick grab on the edge to Jerome Kreisel. First and goal for the Yellow Jackets at the 5-yard line. Down to 3:56 to go here in the third quarter. Thunderwolves lead it 35-3.
First and goal from the Thunderwolves 5-yard line.
Now let's see if the Thunderwolves second and third stringer here can come up with a stop in the red zone here on a goal-to-go situation. From the pistol this time, they give it to Paris up the middle. That's a good stop coming over. Ikechukwu Ihanaju makes the stop there.
We just call him Rome.
That's right, the man they call Rome.
You just like the challenge of saying his name.
That was kind of a monster mash tackle right there, Joe, on this Halloween day.
He Herman Munstered him.
2nd down and 5. And it's goal to go from the 5-yard line, should say. Again from the pistol this time. Hommel sends a man in motion. That's Paris. Now reverses, comes across, fakes the handoff. Jump pass over the middle, caught, touchdown.
Oh, they're so excited.
Liam Heaney on the grab. Redshirt freshman out of Gregory, South Dakota, makes the touchdown for the Yellow Jackets. 3:07 to go here in the third quarter. Good play action. They faked the jet sweep that time to the man that went in motion. Paris came out of the backfield. Now they may go for 2 out of this here. Now they'll switch and adjust up. Had everybody spread out. Now they get into a more conventional lineup for the extra point kick. Trey Fleming is the kicker, sophomore out of Longmont. Low snap at his handle. Ball's down. Kick is up. And it is good. 3:07 to go here in the third quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 35-10 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Where's the place to buy auto? Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
Thunderwolves on high alert here, expecting maybe an onside kick. Is everybody ready? Remember, we had an onside kick to start the second half, which kind of blew up in Black Hill's face. They're going to do a long pooch kick here. Big lineman has a chance to grab it. He does, across the 30. He wants to run with the football here. It's not that often you get a chance to carry the football.
I think that's Cliff Weibrick, the linebacker, who's playing one of the mid guys. There's a penalty, and I think they were offsides.
Number 25 of the kicking team. 5 yards added to the end of the kick. First down.
I think that's not what our fan is upset about, but...
Yeah, she is right down below us, right? She's sitting right behind her old buddy Don Nacarado.
Does she know it's 35-10? I'm just asking.
Hey, Don, how does that woman feel yelling in your ear?
He's not listening to us.
He is. He's listening.
He's listening to CU.
Oh, no.
Lose to UCLA.
Have some confidence that he might be listening. We're going to find out in a minute if he turns around and looks.
He's not listening to us.
First down and 10 from the 45-yard line.
He doesn't need to.
Well, he likes to hear what we have to say, Joe.
Oh. Okay.
All right, here's play action. Thompson rolling right. Fires up the sideline. Ball caught. Radaball with a grab. Into Black Hill State territory, right at the first down marker. I see the line judge across the way pointing, says, move those sticks. And it is indeed a first down for the Thunderwolves. Well, I know somebody that is listening back in Pueblo today. Tundra. Got a picture from Tundra with his little doggy radio sitting there on the couch listening. Earlier he was in the car listening. Now he's back comfortably on the couch, howling at every touchdown.
Well, they didn't want to make the trip because they were just here.
Right.
Yellowstone.
Yeah, exactly.
Tundra punched you this week.
That's right, for one of that chicken wing, Andy Max. Here's the handoff, McDonald up the middle.
Cam still in the game.
Well, we're back under that 4-touchdown lead, Joe, so John Riston's a little nervous. Gain of 4, it's second down and 6.
Well, if he's that nervous, put your starters on defense back in. That's how I look.
Yeah, exactly.
You keep your golden goose out and make your starters on defense play.
Second down and 6 from the 41-yard line. Also listening today, enjoying all the Halloween references, Greg DeLeon, my buddy in Denver. We don't like to do all full-out shout-outs, but once in a while, if we really think it's special, we'll give a shout-out to listening out there today. Second down and 6 from the 41-yard line. Handoff right side. Cam, nothing there, just puts his head down and gets a yard out of it. I like the way his lineman over here on this side, Joe, just kind of trying to support him up there. Of course, that's Zach Martinez.
Lost his lid.
Not wanting Cam to go to the ground too hard. Cam now, well, he's holding his chin strap in his hand. He's going to have to go out of the ball game. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Well, 3rd and 6, they're only going to give him.
They gave him nothing.
Yeah, I thought he had the forward progress to the 40, but they're not nice to the Harlan Hill candidate. So that means Fredlick comes into the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Might see Thompson call his own number here on the read option. Fakes it. Now he's going to pass. Pump fake. Now rolling the pocket right. Looks up the sideline. Throws it away into an empty area. Flag coming down. Too many men downfield for the Thunderwolves.
Illegal man downfield. That's pretty obvious.
It's more than one.
Well, Quentin Walton, the offensive lineman, was at the 25. I don't think that was supposed to be a running or a pass.
They probably thought maybe AJ was going to take off and they were going to go up and get somebody.
Are they gonna take this?
I would
penalty?
think they would decline it and make it 4th down, because if they
6.
take it, it'd be 3rd and 11. So officials talking it over here. Still haven't got confirmation what they want to do. Here we go.
Yeah, they're going to decline this.
They're thinking about it.
Receiver, offense number 76, illegally downfield. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
4th down, and the Thunderwolves will punt the ball. And look who's going to come out the punt here. It's going to be Kuda.
You know, he's got the wind at his back. But this is kind of where you almost want a pooch kick, because you're inside the opponent's 50. They're inside midfield. Look how tight he is. Well, he's not as tight as it looks. He's 12 back.
Takes a snap, rugby style, rolls to his left.
Great
Angles it
punt.
toward the sideline. Oh, did that hit the linesman in the head, or did it hit the track? I think it was the illusion that it hit the linesman in the head.
They
there.
put it at the 1 yard line.
That's how good he was there. I don't know. I think did that look like it hit the line judge in the head?
Jim, they put that at the 1 yard line.
I think that's why he wasn't ducking out of the way, Joe. He knew he had to sacrifice himself there, the line judge, because if he moves, he's not able to mark it correctly. And that ball hit him in the head, and he was standing right at the pylon. So the 1 yard line, great job by Kuda.
The one.
You talk about a coffin corner, Joe. That is the ultimate coffin corner on this Halloween.
What have we been talking about special teams all day for then? You had that in your back pocket. That's just wondering if Tanner Kuda could play through the pain. You know, if you're a punter and you have a bad foot, that's bad news.
Count Dracula would love that punt, Joe. 1st and 10 from the 1. Oh, look out. Almost had him for a safety, but able to wedge his way out of there. Fidel Paris, and he's still on his feet.
That's because Csu-Pueblo defenders are trying to swap the ball rather than bring down the runner.
He gets it out to the 6. Now we got an injured player down, resting in the end zone here. I don't know if he's exactly resting. He's struggling to get up is who it is. The lineman for Black Hills State. I think it's Colton Johnson.
Jim, that's always been a problem of mine with defensive players. They try for the strip and don't make the tackle. The guy gets 6-7 yards.
Not Colton Johnson. It's 65, not 55. That would be the starting center, Aaron Montoya. He's able to run off the field under his own power. He was just dinged on the play. He's kind of flexing his neck. Might have a little stinger there, Joe. Kind of like you did. Your neck was a little rough here this morning.
You know why? Because I drove for 8 hours and I didn't turn my head.
You're focused.
Straight ahead.
2nd down and 5. That was some good driving, though.
Need some yoga. Need some yoga.
Maybe we can go to one of those little Oriental massage places on the way home. Just get you a little chair massage into the neck. They'll do a number on you. Those guys in the mall do it to you. Here's a handoff up the middle. It's going to be a loss of 2.
You know, people are listening. They're catching bits and pieces. Like,
what's going on up there in that booth? It's going to be 3rd down now and 7. Yeah, if you just hear the words Oriental massage, you wonder what's going on.
Did a story on the Thunderwolves this week.
Yeah, that was great. Looking at Josh Croy with all those needles going up and down his Achilles.
Yeah, Jake Ludwig right between the eyes.
That was crazy.
So I tried that. It's the stress reliever one, and I tried that, and it was interesting.
That'll end the 3rd quarter as both teams just stand around out there, and Black Hills State elects not to run another play here. And we've reached the end of 3 quarters. 35-10. Thunderwolves lead it at the end of 3 quarters. Back for the 4th on Fox Sports Pueblo. 35-10. Thunderwolves on top as we head to the 4th quarter. Joe, we're finding out right now why we don't give shout-outs. Because now everybody wants one. I mean, my phone just lit up after saying that.
Cameron McDonald, 29 carries, 240 yards, 3 touchdowns.
That's a nice day's work.
That's all right. It's all right.
And Don Nacaroto is listening. I showed you proof of the text. He says the lady is really loud in his right ear down here. Or his left ear.
He stinks.
He doesn't want to listen anymore to that. Here's play action. Look down the sideline. Fly pattern, and it's caught. Across the 30, across the 40, and down at the 45-yard line. Nice delivery that time. And Bradley Adamson on the grab and gets Black Hills State out of a big hole. All the way out to the 44-yard line.
You know, I love this with Black Hills players. They're high-stepping now and high-fiving. They're down 25.
Yeah, you got to have something for the Halloween party tonight to celebrate. Something positive, Joe. Be positive. Oh, that's a false start on the right side.
That's the same guy.
Yeah, he's just a little overamped. So that'll be a 5-yard mark off, and it'll make it first down and 15.
85 of the offense. 5 yards. Still first down.
I think Brian Jones wants that one back, that last play. I think he's played great all day. He's played and been great coverage all day, and he gave that one up, and I think he wants that one back.
Well, you got to hand it to Hummel. That was a great delivery.
Well,
right,
especially with the wind behind you.
Exactly, just to have enough on it there to get it over the defender. Here's the pass, left side, caught. Little bubble screen, and across the 45 on that punish. Man, he broke one tackle, and now he is hurt. Tell you what, Trey Fleming, he broke a tackle, and then he was just body slammed after a gain of about 2 out to the 46-yard line.
He gets 6, but,
Oh, yeah, you got to factor in the penalty yards.
He got blasted.
So it was first and 15, so now it's second down. Actually, again, a 7 after they spotted at the 46-yard line. Second and 8. Trips to the right this time.
They give him that extra yard because of the neck shot he took.
Pain yardage. Play action. And out pattern, tipped up in the air, and then caught. Jump ball situation, and then hauled in there by Adamson. Thunderbolts almost got the ball picked off. It went up in the air, and then on the rebound, Adamson hauled it in just short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and a yard now from the 47-yard line of the Thunderwolves. Thunderwolves lead at 35-10. 13:25 to go here, fourth quarter. Go to the pistol this time. Hummel with Paris right behind him. Gives it to him up the middle. He's got the first down and more. Puts his head down. Taken down on the play by Brian Jones, but not before it's a 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
People are going to see the score tomorrow, and they're going to think this game was closer than it was, or is. Csu-Pueblo without 7 starters, and now they're playing their backups midway through the third quarter. They saw up 14-0, by the way.
Oh. Their defense is strong, or stronger than it has been.
Well, they have a touchdown. They have a pick 6 for against Mines today.
Now from the gun, Hummel, play action. Looks left, flush from the pocket. Now sails it toward the end zone, and it's intercepted. And taking it on into the end zone. We're going to run out with it. He just needs it down. He's not going to do it, though. LaRon Tarkinen with that knee brace. LaRon there. LaRon finally downs it.
What's he doing?
He was running around. Now a flag is down. We got a little extracurricular activity. His payer is engaged here on the field with Cody McCombs.
Oh, they're calling pass interference on the Thunderbolts, Jim. They're not. That's going to negate the interception.
Who are they calling the interference? Maybe on Jones?
I don't know,
Let's
but
see.
it was.
Pass interference. Defense, number 11.
We're calling it on Josh or Joe Jones.
You know, Joseph Jones was in the area.
Now this isn't a spot foul. I don't know.
Yeah, it's 15-yard mark off.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where.
Yeah, they're going to mark it at the 27-yard line. Man, I didn't.
That was a late flag.
Yeah, I did not see that flag come out. It's like they talked it over. You know what? We better call that because
That
was a very late flag.
There was no chance it was going to be caught. If there's going to be interference, it has to be a catchable ball. The receiver, the ball was 5 yards over his head. That's kind of a little home cooking there. Ball at the 27-yard line. Straight drop back, fire left, ball caught. Breaking one tackle.
Again, whipping on tackles. That Kevin Cuff whipped on that tackle.
He's getting the hook coming out of the ball game right now. So it's a gain of 3 down to the 24-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Idell Paris not in the game late on these last couple of series for the Yellow Jackets, and he is their go-to back.
Yeah, they've gone to Cody McCombs now, the true freshman out of Billings, Montana. And he's going to get the carry, and he's hit immediately as Payer gets him down on the turf for no gain. It'll be now 3rd down and 7 from the 24-yard line. Now we've got a stoppage and play injury. Another lineman hurt here for Black Hills State, and this time it'll be Judd Stewart, redshirt freshman out of Cheyenne. He wants to stay in the ballgame. He said, no, you got to get out.
Yeah, well, they stopped the clock because now Paris is back in the game, though, for Black Hills State. He's a very good running back.
Judd Stewart checks out, and back in, it's going to be a true freshman here, Alden Jiang, freshman out of Sparks, Nevada. I don't know where Sparks, Nevada is, Joe. Is that down by Vegas?
I don't know.
Don't know where Sparks is. 3rd down and 7. Fake to Paris. Here comes pressure. Gets the pass away. Incomplete. Oh, man, LaRon Tarkinen was sizing up the intended receiver there, Trey Fleming. And, that's pretty good discipline there by Tarkinen not to follow through on him because he had him in his sights.
Yeah, that was lined up and locked and loaded. Every truck around here has one of those guards so when you hit dead animals, they don't destroy your engine. That's what he looked like. He was coming with a grate on his front of his truck.
4th down and 7 now for the Yellow Jackets. Hummel has Paris on his left hip here. Double wide out each side. Here comes pressure out the edge. Gets the pass away and threw it behind. And then there's a late hit there by Pear. Are they going to throw it?
No.
Guess not. Fans are a little upset.
Well, they don't know he didn't have the ball. I mean, Pear was in motion that whole time.
You just see that defenseless receiver thing called so often anymore.
But the ball was right off his hands. I mean, had he taken one more step, maybe, but...
Yeah, I'm right with you. There's no way you should call it, but you see it called once in a while. That's the old defenseless receiver thing, and you see it more and more in the NFL when they're trying to protect those high-dollar receivers.
That'd have been the ultimate bailout.
Exactly.
And look who's still in the ballgame, Jim.
Cameron McDonald. They might want to spring him for one big run here. With 11:30 to go, 35-10, Thunderwolves on top. A.J. Thompson up under center.
Sparks, Nevada is right next to Reno.
Okay, it's up north. Got it. In the mountains. Roll right, pass right, caught. Up the sideline, across the 35 to the 36-yard line. On the grab for the Thunderwolves, that's Wesley Bennett.
Everybody's getting into the act today.
Wesley Bennett, a junior out of Longmont Christian.
Always spotted at the Thunderwolves 40-yard line.
And fans of the Thunderwolves want to say, who's Wesley Bennett? I don't know.
Well,
that's number 36.
But they've all played a little bit this year. Everybody's kind of been in for a series. And a lot of guys, when they play at home, they can suit up and play. So we've seen it. They haven't necessarily caught passes, but they've been in games.
1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Here's the handoff to Cam off the left side. Across the 40. Squirts out of there again. Up forward for about 8 yards. Another one of those little simple, looks like a 2-yard gain, and then he squirts out of there and picks up 8. And another injury for Black Hills State here as they're starting to get beat up here in this 4th quarter here. This one might take a while, it looks like. 10:49 to go in the... Well, now as soon as I say that, he gets right up. And getting up immediately now running toward the sideline, Cody O'Cray, junior out of Gillette. You know who resides in Gillette, Joe? That's our old buddy Kevin Stavely. We go way back to our first couple years we were together on the TV gig.
I'm surprised that Stavely didn't make it down here today, didn't he?
He was smoking a brisket or something yesterday, I saw. He had his smoker going. He's a big barbecue guy.
Well, then you bring it to us.
He competes.
Well, then you bring it here on the road.
Yeah, he could have had his own mini competition. We'd have been the judge. We wouldn't be sick right now.
No.
Because we wouldn't have had those nachos.
We wouldn't have eaten what we ate. I can't even think about it. It was just a bad night.
Yeah, 2nd down and 2 from the 48-yard line. We regrouped nicely, though, with that breakfast this morning. That was a good breakfast. 2nd and 2. And off for the Dort right side, puts his head down. He's got the 1st down. He's down to the 47-yard line of Black Hills State. 10:08 to go here in the 4th quarter. Thunderwolves lead it 35-10. Glad to have you along today here on Fox Sports Pueblo. We're tuning in on your tablet or your computer, on your iHeart Radio app, or on your phone, wherever you're doing it. So 1st and 10 Thunderwolves from the 47-yard line. It was only 14-3 at halftime. But the Thunderwolves came out with 3 touchdowns there in the 3rd quarter to kind of salt this thing away. Black Hills State has come back with 1 score to make it 35-10. Letlow in motion now resets on the left side of the formation. They run the draw play to Dort. He's hitting the backfield and stays on his feet and gets punished for it. Still going to lose 2 yards. He avoided a 4-yard loss and then got tattooed on the right side.
Number 43.
So it'll be second down now and 12 for the Thunderwolves. No Bernard McDonald today, nursing a tight hamstring. It's not a full-blown pull, but that's precautionary measure. Don't need him out here today testing it. They want to have him fresh for next week against Mason.
You know, the guys who didn't play today would make a pretty good team.
Definitely. A little disturbing seeing Joe Rosenbrock in a boot, but that's for that high ankle sprain. They want to try to keep it as good as possible. Here's Dort off the left side. Pushes the pile down to the 45-yard line of the Yellow Jackets. Picks up 5. It'll be third down now and 8 for the Thunderwolves from the 45-yard line of the Yellow Jackets, leading the ball game 35-10. 8:35 to go. Stay with us. Immediately following the ball game, Joe Cervi will make his way down to the field. He'll have an interview with John Riston. We'll have all the highlights for you, the final numbers, and a little scoreboard show on the Thunderwolves post-game show.
Everybody's just kind of waiting for this one to end.
It's kind of
they are.
A little lull here. Stack the formation to the right. 2 wideouts to the right, Cooper and Duncan. And they look right, fire it right. Duncan's got it. 40, 35, to the sideline, 30, 25, 20, up the sideline, 10, 5, touchdown! Touchdown, Thunderwolves! Simple little bubble screen to the right side. We saw it work for a touchdown last week, and it works again here as Duncan gets that ball out in our favorite word, Joe. Get it out in space and then take off.
It's so fun to watch him run when he's healthy, Jim. He's got those jets that just don't quit.
And O'Donnell in to try the extra point. Radaball will be the holder. Remember, Trace Gray's the snapper. He's been very good on kicks today. Had the one bad snap on the punt. So an emergency duty. Good snap again. Ball down. Kick is up. Oh, a little to the right. Did he sneak it in there? Yes, he did. 7:57 to go. Fourth quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 42-10 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
There's no better time than 13:50.
Very quickly, fellas, the Buffaloes have just missed a 34-yard field goal. UCLA remains on top of CU 7-0.
All right. Thanks, Tony.
That's all?
What's up with that? Kickoff inside the 5, back across the 15, out to about the 18-yard line.
You know, the great Andre Agassi once said that you can never beat somebody too bad or drive too far for Taco Bell.
Okay.
And that's one of the greatest sports quotes of all time. And I agree with the first part of it.
You know, they're out there. Yeah, you could. There's got to be an alternative at some point, right?
Well, you get to reach that age where Taco Bell just does not like you back.
Yeah, I'd rather go for a little. Well, but you know, I'm not going to give. If you're a fine Mexican food establishment in Pueblo, get on the bandwagon and sponsor Thunderwolves football, and then we'll mention you.
There you go.
You know, you could sponsor the post-game show. That'd be good. A post-game show sponsored by a great Pueblo Mexican restaurant. Ball on the right side and a roll to the right. And there was that turtle move, Joe, as Hummel said, "Get down."
Josh Johnson was coming in hot.
That was the old get down move right there.
Ryan Merrill had it stopped. And Josh Johnson was... You got to understand, Josh Johnson is a specimen.
Oh, my goodness.
He's a special team standout. Doesn't see the field much at linebacker because they're pretty deep there, but...
Second down and 8. Pump fake. Pass over the middle. Almost intercepted. Had his hands on it. Quit.
Derry Moore.
Derry Moore, the senior out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Speaking of Nevada, checking in Wayne Gordon, telling me that, you know, Sparks, Nevada, that's where Roy Marchbanks, remember the great Roy Marchbanks from Pueblo. He lives there in Sparks, Nevada. So thanks, Wayne.
Remember all the Marchbanks. I was part of that.
Well, you know, tragedy struck that family, too. That was.
But I remember, you know, I went to school there, and that was lore back then.
That's escaping. Who's the man? Guy? Larry. Just, you know, tragically. The softball game.
Yep.
Here's a pass down the sideline. Look out, incomplete. You know, you look at, remember Larry Marchbanks, what a great specimen, great shape he was. My old golfing buddy Bruce Rice, same way. Just guys that are in great shape, they just, you know, something goes wrong in the body, they just drop dead.
That's why.
Yeah.
See, that's why you
exactly.
You could be a marathon runner and get hit by a bus. See?
Yeah. But so Roy, if you're out there in Sparks, Nevada, checking in on your old Pueblo team. Hello. Fourth down and 8 from the 20-yard line. Good snap. Oh, this is the ultimate rug. Look out. That might have hit one of the Thunderwolves. And everybody in the fans saying, grab the ball. It's a live ball. They get on top of it at the 25.
I don't believe that happened. I believed it hit back here. And it did not. I don't think it hit a Thunderwolf. I think the referee saw it. One of the guys saw it right away.
And
the back judge saw it right away.
And the signal is Thunderwolves football. That came dangerously close. It was almost like the old Fort. Now the officials are going to talk it over here.
No, I think
there is a beanbaggy down here at the 43-yard line, as if it was an illegal touch of some kind, but it might have been touched by one of the Black Hills players. I think it hit a Black
Hills guy first. Yeah, no, I think it hit a Black Hills player first.
So if it hit the Black Hills guy first, then it doesn't matter.
Right.
That's called first touching.
Illegal touching. Kicking team number 45. Rolling place at the 45-yard line. First down.
That's the right call, Jim, because that's exactly what happened. It clipped the Black Hills player first.
So it's the 45-yard line. That's where the Thunderwolves will start this possession.
Dustin Walton now in at quarterback.
Now the officials still talk it over as if, are you sure that's who it hit? And then one guy's adamant, like you said, Joe. The one guy saw it and he kept patting at his shoulder, his left shoulder pad.
John Ranners didn't like that call one bit.
And he is pointing that man. He is ticked. His headgear's coming off. Wires everywhere. Visor's going to be flying. He's doing his old Steve Spurrier impression down here on the sideline. He's all tangled up. And Walton into quarterback now for the Thunderwolves. Going to hand the ball to the right side. And look at, here we go, Joe. We were wondering if he's going to get a chance today. Shamel David's going to get the ball carry.
He's a big, strong kid. They like him, but, I mean, where do you play him in this with this team?
And what you do is burn his old red shirt. Now, I'm not sure if he has a...
I don't think he does.
Because he's a junior college transfer. I think he's in his fourth year, so I don't think he has an actual red shirt to burn here. So you've got a chance to use him. You're going to use him right here. And he gains 5 there. He's a good, strong running back. But it's almost like the Marche Denard syndrome here. You got all those guys ahead of you. What are you going to do?
Well, in Division II, I firmly believe that if you can play, you should play.
Oh, and he slips and then fumbles the football. And the turnover goes to Black Hills State. He slipped, and then Walton went to hand it off, and he ended up hitting him on the shoulder pad, and the ball came loose, and it goes over to Black Hills State.
Not a good series there for the reserves on offense. John Riston, first guy over there to console him a little bit.
Well, you talked about early on, the turf is a little bit different here, and Shamel just kind of slipped.
He hasn't been on it all day like these other guys, neither has Dustin Walton.
So Black Hills State takes over at the 48-yard line. Okay. Search down at 10. I got a funny one for you, Joe. Here we go. Roll to the right, look, pass, up the sideline, almost intercepted.
Should have been picked.
Second down and 10. That's the old cause and effect. That's a little inside message to Joe and a little acknowledgement to the last text. Thank you. Cause and effect. Second down and 10 now for Black Hills State. From the gun. Play action. Look left. Ball caught. And slipping over there on that side was the cornerback for the Thunderbolts, Ronell McNeil, and that's the reason the receiver was open over on the left side.
I'm thinking that Csu-Pueblo's defenders, now this is where you got to be a student of the game. You're a reserve. You haven't seen it, but the play action is for
just
cosmetics.
Yes.
They're not going to run the football.
So it's third down and 2 now from the 40-yard line. Thunderbolts lead it 42-10, 5:55 to go here in the fourth quarter. A little lean going on there. They do give the ball off to the left side. Paris.
Well, they're not going to run it on first down. Well, you know what I mean.
Paris was in motion there, Joe, but he got away with it. He had a little lean-to going there.
That's all right. You're up this. That's all right.
Don't slow the game down anymore. All right, I got you.
You got to go for it.
So 4th and 2 now for Black Hills State.
He's just going to throw it to just...
A little quick outlet over maybe on the side. Hummel takes it. Looks left. Look out. Almost intercepted. McNeil knew it was coming. He jumped the route, but he dropped it.
Look who's the first guy to greet him is Don Liamidi, defensive backs coach, is trying to run him. He said, you saw that coming and you were gone to the house. That'd have been a 60-yard pick.
Yeah, it might have been your moment of glory, your 15 seconds of fame. That's a Thunderwolf ball player right there.
That was enough to send the few people who are remaining
to the exits. So 1st and 10, Thunderwolves from the 40-yard line as the ball goes over on downs. Dustin Walton up under center here. I formation. Shamel David is the back, and he gets the carry, spins across the 40, and looked like a little face mask there. But it's like you said, Joe, I think they're just kind of ignoring little things here.
Yeah, let's keep it going. Let's call it good. 0-9 is 0-9, you know.
Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6 for Shamel David. He's a junior out of Las Vegas, Nevada.
This just sets up a great game next week at the Thunder Bowl. And if you don't come to that one,
it's Mesa, folks.
Mesa. It's Csu-Pueblo's arch rival in everything. If that place is not rocking for the RMAC championship and a chance to move up in the regional rankings, then I don't know what will.
Mesa's a wannabe right now. They want to be the king.
Well, and they'll be ranked higher next week.
And they want to come in and beat the king. We got to show them what it's like coming to the Thunder Bowl. Here's David on the right side. Puts his head down. Good, powerful run. Gets it out to about the 48-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 2. We're down to 4:20 to go here in the 4th quarter. Whistle's blowing out there. The ball came loose, but it was well after the play was over.
On the stop of the Yellow Jackets, number 52, Lane Lawson, and 22, Matt Singleton. 3rd down to the Thunderwolves.
The Mavericks, I've asked a couple of the coaches. I've asked, John. I've asked a couple others. What's the difference with the Mesa this year? Because they're just... John early on said they got the 2 defensive tackles back that were ineligible last year. They got a couple of DBs that are good. And it's their defense that's better. He goes, they're not sold on their offense being first rate yet, but their defense keeps them in games.
Well, they have a fullback carry.
Look at that off the right side. Grant Neal and an authoritative run there.
They have a quarterback transfer, Sean Rubicalba, and so he's a good player, and it's just going to set up a fun game next week because it's going to mean something.
Right.
I'm not sold on Mesa. Everybody's like, what's wrong with you? But I was there last year when they put up 52.
That was brutal last year.
53, whatever it was. And
it wasn't even competitive.
No.
They had nothing going for them that night in Grand Junction. It was a mail-it-in game, and you don't like to mail games in when you're the home team. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line for the Thunderwolves. Walton up under center, gives it to
Grant Neal.
Neal again off the left side. He's down to the 40-yard line. It's kind of like a nice little reward here for Grant Neal. Does all that blocking, the hard work. Was injured early on in camp this year, so he missed some time. Lost his starting job, I guess you'd say, by default to Patrick O'Malley, but he's getting more and more time as the year goes on. And he's looked good here running the football. But now they're going to bring Shamel David back in. Joe's made his way down out of the booth. He's going to go down to the field. We'll have a post-game interview with John Riston as soon as this game is over after we take a quick break. Means I got to get my wireless set up here. Here's a man in motion, left side. They're going to give it to David. Cuts inside the block, breaks a tackle, stretches inside the 35 down to the 34-yard line. Good hard run there by Shamel David.
Gain of 5 yards on the play.
The man in motion there ended up being a lead blocker, Wesley Bennett. Seeing some time here at tight end for the Thunderwolves. Listen, as a tight end, but he's like a big old fullback just playing out on the edge. Lead blocker. It's 3rd and a yard now for the Thunderwolves. We're under 2 minutes to go. 42-10. Pack on top. Stay with us for our post-game show once again. Interview with John Riston. We'll have all the highlights for you that Tony Wright's been compiling all day. We'll have the numbers, have a quick scoreboard show. We'll get on out of here. Here's handoff right side. Good hard run by David's got the first down inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Well, Shamel David, he's a big physical back, 6'1". They list him at 203, but he looks closer to 215, 220. He comes in there with an attitude. Now Thunderbolts going to go into victory formation here as it's first down and 10 from the 29-yard line. They'll have to do this twice, and that'll be it. Dustin Walton does the honors the first time. Takes a 2-yard loss on the play. Back to the 31-yard line. Now he'll have to do it one more time.
Join the coaches for the recap of today's game. Then after that, join us at downtown at the stadium.
Actually closer to it's a loss of 3. It's back to the 32-yard line, so it'll be second down and 13, but it's really a moot point, isn't it, when you're in victory formation? And one more time, and that will do it. Thunderwolves win the ball game. The final score: they defeat Black Hills State University 42-10. Back with our post-game show on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Hey everybody, this is Tony Wright.
And happy hour from 4 to 6 p.m.
Oh, what? Are my onions making you cry, you little sissy?
Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
To Lyle Harris Stadium. Joe Cervi's on the field with head coach John Riston.
Depth was severely tested today, and I would say that the 42-10 score you passed, you showed that you have lots of players who can do the job.
Yeah, it was like putting a jigsaw puzzle together at times, but, we traveled 60 strong, we believe, in next man up, and a lot of guys had some opportunities, and so I'm just proud of our team and proud that we got a chance to go play for another RMAC championship.
It looked early on, some of those guys in newer positions that don't see a lot of time struggle a little bit. On the punt team, you had the long snapper issues, punter issues, but it seemed like once it settled in, this team seems like a settled-in kind of team. Once they get their feet under them, it's no stopping them.
Well, I think that, it's playing 60 minutes, and all those 60 minutes aren't always going to be pretty, and I know all the fans want to have it all pretty, but I'm sorry, it doesn't always case. They're on scholarship, and they're competitors, too. And so we have a lot of work cut out for us, but we played 60 minutes and found a way to win.
All the question marks aside, the one thing that is not a question mark is the best running back in the nation, number 30, again, over 200 yards, touchdowns, just Cameron McDonald, another great game.
Yeah, I think that the way he responded today, and he said kind of put on my back, and he wasn't quite 100% either, but it was nice to see everybody rally behind him. I thought AJ at first started a little slow, but then we got him out in some play actions down the field, and so it was a combination. But when you have number 30, it's like an ace in the hole.
Again, and the defense, 10 points. They don't give up 10 points much. Just another outstanding effort from a lot of guys who don't play all the time.
Yeah, it was a lot of guys had a chance to step in and play and do some different things, and so defense was kind of upset we gave up that long touchdown drive, but that happens, and we got a lot of people, a lot of playing time. Now it's enjoy this for 24 hours or gets all on the bus, and we'll get ready to go to work on tomorrow.
Excited that the RMAC championship does once again go through Pueblo next week, and it looks like Mesa's putting it to minds pretty good, so that ought to be fun.
Well, I guess that's what it is, and that's what it stands for, and we're willing to go play our asses off next week.
All right, congratulations, Coach Jim. Back upstairs.
All right, thanks, Joe. Thanks, head coach John Riston. Gets a kiss from his wife, Rochelle, right after the interview. That will do it for that. We'll come back after this timeout. We'll have the highlights for you. It all comes your way next. Thunderwolves postgame continues on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Well, Jim, I'll tell you what, Chadron's program has really fallen on, I won't say hard times, but they're not what they once were. With just under 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, they trailed New Mexico Highlands at home by a score of 21-10.
Wow, that is astonishing to hear that result at this point. Man, oh man, that is falling on hard times when a team like Highlands is going in there beating you on your home field. They almost lost last week here at Black Hills State. 42-10 the final here. And without further ado, let's get to our highlights as the Thunderwolves win the ball game 42-10. It didn't take them long. Their defense came out, got the stop, and their offense would immediately go to work, and that means it's that man Cam.
So it's 1st and 10 Thunderwolves from the 29-yard line. Ball on the right hash mark. Here comes that power formation. 3 tight ends right next to each other on the left side of the formation here. Kind of a stack. Thompson's up under center. They give it to Cam. Bounce it off the left side behind those tight ends. Big hole. Across the 40. 45. Gallops across the 50. To the 40. 30. 20. 10. Touchdown Thunderwolves. What a run by Cameron McDonald. How many times have we said that this year, but he just kind of hurled himself through the hole that time, and a big-time touchdown for the Thunderwolves, 71 yards.
Extra point was good by Greg O'Donnell, and a minute 14 into the ball game, Thunderwolves led it 7-0. But the Thunderwolves would stall out in that first quarter. In fact, they had a bad play on special teams. They had their makeshift punt unit out with Trace Gray, the long snapper. They had Brock Davies in there, the reserve nose guard, actually punting the ball in the rugby formation. The punt snap was low. Davies was unable to handle it, eventually covered it up, but it was at the 19-yard line of the Thunderwolves. Black Hills State was unable to move it. They faced a 4th down in the yard, elected not to go for it, and put points on the board.
They are going to send Trey Fleming, sophomore out of Longmont, out to try the field goal.
But you're 0-8. And you're playing the defending national champions. Why wouldn't you go for it?
Ball's on the left hash mark. The holder is Adamson. Thunderwolves very adept at blocking kicks. Ball's down. Kick is up. Not a very good kick, but he does squeeze it through there. 1:03 to go here in the first quarter. Black Hills State on the board. They take advantage of the turnover. Thunderwolves lead at 7-3.
And once again, he capped a 9-yard drive in 4 plays, and they had to settle for the field goal. 7-3. That's the way we would go into the second quarter. Teams exchange punts, but then the Thunderwolves finally put together probably their biggest sustained drive of the ball game. They'd go 77 yards in 11 plays, and again, it was Cam.
First and goal from the 4-yard line. I formation. They leave Neal in the ball game to play fullback. Cam is the I back. Thompson up under center. Give it to Cam off the left side. Big hole. Puts his head down and just barrels his way into the end zone. There was a roadblock standing at the goal line. That roadblock stood no chance.
And McDonald busting it in. Once again, capped a 77-yard drive. 5:15 to go in the first half, and the Thunderwolves led it 14-3. That would be the score at halftime. Black Hills State would start the second half. They would try an onside kick. Thunderwolves would recover it in Black Hills State territory, and again, it wouldn't take them long.
So first and 10 pack at the 32-yard line. 14-3. Thunderwolves on top. 13:30 to go here in the third quarter. Cooper in the game. Splits wide to the right. Triple tight end set to the left. They're going to hand it left. McDonald across the 30. And scores through there down the sideline. Came out of the stack. Touchdown! Are you kidding me, Joe? I lost sight of him. He's so smallish in there. And he just squirted out of the pile. And to everybody's astonishment, he's into the end zone.
And it capped a 47-yard, 4-play drive, and the Thunderwolves led it 21-3. Thunderwolves would force a quick 3-and-out. A very short punt kicking into the wind would give the Thunderwolves excellent field position from the 37-yard line of the Yellow Jackets. This time it would take him only 4 plays, and it was capped off by this.
Because he's not really necessarily straight with us when it comes to injuries.
3rd down and 7. Dort in the ball game. Play action. Thompson sets in the pocket. Fires corner route. He's got a man open. Caught. Touchdown. Kieran Duncan. Great grab by Duncan as he looked that in. He knew he was going to take a shot, but he got it. Got the 1 foot down he needed. Touchdown, Thunderwolves.
Score made it 28-3 at that point with 11:01 to go in the third quarter. Thunderwolves would come back immediately again, taking advantage of great field position, and a turnover was actually an interception that got him the ball again at the 47-yard line of Black Hills State. This time it would take him 5 plays.
High formation here on 2nd and goal. Ball's right in the middle of the field. They give it to Fredlet right up the middle, cuts back inside to the goal line. Touchdown. Fredlet Dort on into the end zone. The junior out of Lake Worth, Florida. There's that 4-touchdown lead you're talking about, Joe, and that might be the end of seeing Cameron McDonald today, but
extra point was good by O'Donnell, made the score 35-3 at that point. Still had 8:10 to go in the third quarter. Black Hills State, though, would come back, and their longest sustained march of the day, they would go 86 yards in 13 plays.
2nd down and 5. And it's goal to go from the 5-yard line, I should say. Again from the pistol this time. Hommel sends a man in motion. That's Paris. Now reverses. Comes across. Fakes the handoff. Jump pass over the middle. Caught. Touchdown.
Oh, they're so excited. Liam Heaney on the grab.
Redshirt freshman out of Gregory, South Dakota, makes the touchdown for the Yellow Jackets. 3:07 to go here in the third quarter.
35-10 at that point. Thunderwolves on top. We'd move on into the fourth quarter, and the Thunderwolves would have one more big play up their sleeve.
Stack the formation to the right. Two wideouts to the right, Cooper and Duncan. And they look right, fired right. Duncan's got it. 40, 35, to the sideline, 30, 25, 20, up the sideline, 10, 5, touchdown! Touchdown, Thunderwolves! Simple little bubble screen to the right side. We saw it work for a touchdown last week, and it works again here as Duncan gets that ball out in our favorite word, Joe. Get it out in space and then take off.
And the touchdown capped a 76-yard, six-play drive. O'Donnell's extra point would finish off the scoring for the day. The Thunderwolves win the ball game 42-10. We thank Tony Wright for compiling those highlights for us each and every week, the producer of Thunderwolves football here on Fox Sports Pueblo. Back with final numbers of today's ball game. That all comes your way next. Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Where's the place about Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350?
Power formation, three tight ends right up next to each other on the left side of the formation here, kind of a stack. Thompson's up under center. They give it to Cam, bounce it off the left side behind those tight ends. Big hole, across the 40, 45, gallops across the 50, to the 40, 30, 20, 10, touchdown Thunderwolves! What a run by Cameron McDonald. How many times have we said that this year? But he just kind of hurled himself through the hole that time. And a big-time touchdown for the Thunderwolves, 71 yards.
Yeah, we say it each and every week. What a genuine pleasure it is to watch his entire career here at Csu-Pueblo and call all of his touchdowns. But another beauty there by Cameron McDonald, and the Thunderwolves go on to win the ball game by the final of 42-10. Let's take a look at the final numbers for today's ball game. First downs, Thunderwolves had 23, Black Hill State with 10. Thunderwolves 59 rushing attempts for 294 yards. Not quite as gaudy as it has been the last couple of weeks, but still good. 165 yards through the air, 459 yards in total offense on 74 plays from scrimmage. Black Hill State held to only 52 on the ground. They had 158 through the air, 210 yards in total offense on 60 plays for scrimmage. Time of possession, Thunderwolves 36-13 to 23-47 for Black Hill State. Thunderwolves did fumble the ball twice today and lose it. They did throw an interception. Black Hill State 3 interceptions today, so the turnover battle was even today, if you look at it that. Thunderwolves on third down today, 7 of 13. Black Hill State was 4 of 15. Fourth down conversions, Black Hill State 1 of 3. They have the Thunderwolves down at 0 for 3. We're not sure where they came up with the third, fourth down conversion here, but that's all right. Thunderwolves 3 of 4 in the red zone today. Black Hill State 2 of 2 in their 2 ventures into the red zone. Individual numbers today, Cameron McDonald, 30 carries, 248 yards, 3 touchdowns, 8.3 yards per carry, had the long of 71, which was that scintillating touchdown run. Shamel David in the game late, 6 carries for 22 yards. Fred Dort, 8 carries for 19 yards, did score the touchdown. Grant Neal with 2 carries for 12. Fidel Paris, 18 carries for 39 yards. Hommel, the quarterback, when you factor in sack yardage, 5 attempts for 13. Through the air, A.J. today, another efficient day, 10 of 15. Did throw the 1 interception, but to be fair to A.J., it was on a fourth down play where he just threw it up, pretty much up for grabs. When they elected not to punt it from about the 40-yard line, they decided to just try a long bomb, and worked out to be in like a punt. And that is the credit for the interception, so you can't hold him totally accountable there. Did have 165 yards through the air, did throw the 2 touchdown passes. Hommel, 19 of 36, 3 interceptions, did throw the 1 touchdown, was sacked once in the game. Receiving today, Cooper 3 for 20, Duncan caught 2 for 60, both of them touchdowns. Eckhoff 2 for 32, Forsgren did catch a nice ball for 27 yards. Kreisel 6 for 50, Adamson 4 for 56, Hairston 2 for 25, Fleming 2 for 11. For Black Hill State. Defensive numbers, Brandon Payer was 7, Josh Johnson was 7 tackles, Brian Jones was 6, Ben Estica was 6, Cody Benny had 12. To lead the way for Black Hill State, Travis Groves with 10, Okray with 9, Guranabi with 8. Thunderwolves win the ball game 42-10. Back with our scoreboard show right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Need a gift idea for your wife, girl? Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.
Stack the formation to the right. 2 wideouts to the right, Cooper and Duncan. And they look right, fired right. Duncan's got it. 40, 35, to the sideline, 30, 25, 20, up the sideline, 10, 5, touchdown! Touchdown, Thunderwolves! Simple little bubble screen to the right side. We saw it work for a touchdown last week, and it works again here as Duncan gets that ball out in our favorite word, Joe. Get it out in space and then take off.
And that's pretty good efficiency for Kieran Duncan. Catch 2 passes, score 2 touchdowns. That's what you like to do when you're a wide receiver. Let's go to our scoreboard show. Of course, early here in the day, relatively speaking. Not a lot of finals to speak of, but we'll give them to you. First, we go to number 2 team in this nation, Ferris State. They defeat Lake Erie today, 70-19. That is the final. Number 1 team, West Georgia. They play later today against Mississippi College. Third quarter score, number 3, Northwest Missouri up over Missouri Western 21-10. A&M Commerce takes on Sam Houston. That's later on this evening. Big game of the day in Division II football will take place tonight. It'll be Grand Valley State at Ashland. Those teams both involved in the Thunderwolves Super Region as well. So that's a game to keep your eye on tonight. Grand Valley at Ashland, number 10 against number 6. And more importantly, within the region, Grand Valley's number 4 in the region, Ashland number 6. So they're Thunderwolves right in the middle of them, sandwiched in there. Number 7, Minnesota State, bouncing back this week. Remember, they lost last week. They were the number 1 team last week, but they're back in good form today. Lead 48-10 over Southwest Minnesota in the third quarter. Minnesota Duluth, upset alert there in the third quarter. They're down to Northern State 23-15. Final, number 9 ranked Shepherd over West Liberty 44-10. Number 11 Sioux Falls, they're bouncing back this week, and they win it 49-0 over Concordia. Number 12 Slippery Rock 42-10 over Edinboro. That is a final. It's gone to halftime in Grand Junction, and it's tightened up a bit. Mesa with a 21-14 lead at halftime over Colorado Mines. Number 14 North Alabama leads number 25 Delta State 36-10 in the third quarter there. Midwestern State, they'll take on A&M Kingsville tonight. Tuskegee in action tonight. Humboldt State in action later this afternoon. Number 18 Central Missouri over Lindenwood 17-0. That's the third quarter score. At halftime, Emporia State leads Washburn 34-7. Elsewhere down the list, a good ball game today. Went overtime back in Michigan. Michigan Tech wins it 39-38 over Tiffin. Come back after this timeout. We'll give you some of the scores in big boy football, and we'll sign off. Right after this, one more final reminder. Thunderwolves win the ball game today, 42-10 over Black Hill State. One final timeout on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Athletics.
First and goal from the 4-yard line. I formation. They leave Neal in the ball game to play fullback. Cam is the I-back. Thompson up under center. Give it to Cam off the left side. Big hole. Puts his head down and just barrels his way into the end zone. There was a roadblock standing at the goal line. That roadblock stood no chance.
And welcome back to Lyle Harris Stadium. And I apologize, I can't really give you the rest of the scores because Joe made his way down to the car, took his internet access. So I don't have the big boy scores as much. I do know CU's down 21-6 in the second quarter to UCLA. I do have the RMAC scores for you here. Of course, Thunderwolves winning at 42-10 over Black Hills State. Highlands over Shadron, as Tony told you earlier. That's tightened up a bit. It's 21-16 in the fourth quarter now there. Shadron still trailing by 5. It's gone to halftime in Alamosa. Western New Mexico and Adams State tied at 10 apiece. At halftime in Grand Junction. That game's on CET. If you're interested in watching, you have Comcast in the Pueblo area. You can watch that game. 21-14 it is at halftime. Mesa over Mines. Third quarter score, Fort Lewis over Western State, 26-10. So that's your scoreboard show. Tell you where we're going to be with all of our broadcasts here on Fox Sports Pueblo for the coming week. Of course, we have Broncos football coming your way tomorrow. It's the night game, Sunday night football, 6:30 kickoff. We'll be on the air with Broncos pregame show, 4:35, I think is the exact time for that when the Broncos come on the air here on Fox Sports Pueblo. 6:30 kickoff here on Fox Sports Pueblo. Remember on Mondays, it's Monday night with Tony Sports, Monday Night Sports, 4 o'clock, 4 to 6, right here on Fox Sports Pueblo, the only locally originated talk show for sports in Pueblo. And you can hear Tony each and every Monday night, 4 to 6, right here on Fox. Wednesday night's the John Riston Show. from Andy Max. We hope you can join us out there as we get ready for the big showdown matchup next week against Mesa. Once again, 6 o'clock from Andy Max, 6 to 7, as Joe Cervi will join myself along with the head coach John Riston and everybody else that shows up. Tundra will be there. Good chance. And you come on out. We have prizes to give away. You come out and you ask a question on our hot mic. You can win a nice prize. And, of course, we take questions as well if you don't show up. But we'd like you to come out and join us at Andy Max on Wednesday night, 6 o'clock, right here on Fox Sports Pueblo. Tony Wright will have high school football for you on Friday night. It's the showdown for the 4A Southern League title. It'll be South and Centennial. Both teams undefeated in league play at 4-0. Winner gets to go to the state playoffs. And we'll have that for you right here on Fox Sports Pueblo with Tony Wright on the call. Our next broadcast of Thunderwolves football will be next Saturday. It's a 2 o'clock kickoff, 1:30 for the pregame show. The battle for the RMAC title will be right in Pueblo, Colorado next week. It'll be the Thunderwolves taking on Colorado Mesa. Come on out and join us. Should be a grand afternoon indeed at the Thunder Bowl for the battle for the RMAC. People to thank here, of course, today. Our road trip made smoother today by the folks here at Black Hills State University. Ryan Hilgeman is the sports information director. We always appreciate a nice hot phone line, good working conditions, and their hospitality was great here at Black Hills State this afternoon. Dax Larson is the sports information director. Actually, he's the assistant athletic director in charge of sports information director at Csu-Pueblo. Joe Folda made the trip. He's here. He'll be on down to Rapid City the next couple days for the athletic directors meeting here for the RMAC, but he was here in attendance today. We thank him. We thank, of course, the head coach, John Riston. Tony Wright's been my partner, or Tony Wright has actually been our producer and engineer of Thunderwolves football each and every Saturday afternoon here on Fox Sports Pueblo. And remember, Tony will have high school football for you on Friday night. Joe Cervi's been my partner. Catch up with all of his writings in the Pueblo Chieftain each and every week as you stay up to date on Thunderwolves football. My name is Jim Brooks. Till we talk to you on Wednesday night from Andy Max. Reminding you of the final score here today from Lyle Harris Stadium. The Thunderwolves win it. They remain undefeated in Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference play. They defeat Black Hills State University 42-10. About 7.5 to 8 hours of highway await us as we make our way back on into Pueblo. So we talk to you Wednesday night. This is Jim Brooks bidding you good afternoon from Spearfish, South Dakota.
This has been CSU Pueblo Thunderwolves football on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350. Catch all the action all season long right here on the home for all things CSU Pueblo Thunderwolves athletics. Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.